Welcome there, traveller. Please, take a seat, grab a drink, and enjoy the Sunday session.
Previously on Sunday
Are
session,
you ready? Are you ready to do it now?
our brave heroes, having entered the treasure room, looked upon a giant statue with the head of a bird.
Because he's recording now, so you can do it now.
Yeah.
Do you want me to eat into the mic?
Please don't. I'm enjoying the interruptions all along the way, but the eating would just drive me balmy.
Yeah. David, trying to collect as many jewels as possible, triggered a fight.
How many jewels? Oh, wait, sorry.
Shut the fuck up. Which they then proceeded to... They proceeded to then fight the statue, nearly... basically just kicking its ass.
You guys ran away for the whole fight. You guys were struggling to get back through the hole.
I tanked that thing. It nearly fucking killed me. While you guys ran.
Yeah. After having defeated it, our heroes then proceeded onwards. Although finding that leaving the temple would have them reach the
I feel
nearest...
like you're missing a key point of that room with the fighting the amber.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Oh, actually,
We found a plot point.
Did we? I don't remember finding a plot point. I'm like...
Oh, you're intentionally brushing over the fact that he found
Our heroic
the-
paladin retrieved the magical sword of destiny, with which he will use to slay the vampire.
There we go.
He's now a Jedi Knight.
You know, I'm not sure he's a Jedi Knight.
He's a Jedi Knight.
He's some kind of knight. Maybe not a Jedi.
He's definitely a knight.
Yeah.
He's got armor and everything.
Yeah.
So instead of a recap, we're just going to replay that session over 3 hours.
So yeah.
I don't have Rin's character sheet anymore.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Spoilers for the recap.
Spoilers for the recap.
So yeah, one of the guys is now basically a
second of
Jedi. One of them died and became a vampire. That's the long and short of it.
That's pretty short of it.
That is the shortest of
the
short
chomp,
of it.
Chomp. One of them's also now a T-Rex.
One of them was a T-Rex. It's probably been an hour since then.
Well, no, we ended like in T-Rex.
Actually, yeah, Narlag was still outside.
In media T-Rex.
In media T-Rex.
where you
There we
got
go.
In medias res.
I got you, bud.
We got there in the end, guys. We did it.
I can edit that down and make it sound slightly less stupid. But it's also going to sacrifice about 80% of what was recorded.
Oh, I'm going to play catch with the T-Rex. Go with it, yeah. No, I'm going to play fetch with the T-Rex.
Yeah, that was one of the things you were going to do.
So, you guys, one of you is currently en route to Castle Ravenloft.
Oh, that's me.
The other three of you, one is pacing backwards and forwards in his best T-Rex suit. Narlag is outside, still trying to spot where the bat flew off to.
Nah, I'd be trudging back.
That's where you were getting to now. I'm just setting the scene. And Ulrich is all in the case of what the fuck just happened.
No, I'm probably giving him advice on like scale care and like how to make sure that
Tail etiquette.
yeah.
So that scene is there. You've got T-Rex in room, Ulrich giving scale care tips.
We could play cards. Like you could be like a little cards, and I'd be like,
Keep him close to your chest.
yeah.
I like of other options.
One key feature of this room currently is Casimir's exsanguinated corpse
Oh, yeah,
in the middle of the room.
Yeah, that happened.
The room is yours.
So that guy's dead.
Looting time.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. What does he have? Actually, no, I don't really care. He's a wizard. He probably doesn't have anything I want.
Look, I would, make some attempt at a form of funeral, right?
Does the T-Rex care?
No, but okay, I'm a person. No, it would have been an hour by then. I imagine there is going to be a fair amount of weirdly strutting around with my arms pulled up. I imagine that once you're a T-Rex for an hour, you don't just stop right away.
Oh, sorry, just as an aside, at level 9, I got Revivify. Not that would help the guy on the floor, because, you have to do it within 1 minute, and it's pretty short.
It's
but
not that time.
It's a good spell. You need
And
like
and
diamonds
I also have
for
to
it.
yeah, you need a fuck ton of money. It's like 500 gold worth of diamond, 300 gold.
Yeah, okay, but that's like if someone fails death saving throws, like you can still bring them back within like a minute.
Yeah, within
Is
a
that
minute. Yeah,
Yeah.
who has died within the last minute?
It's baby version of resurrections.
Yeah,
It is like for these purposes the best. The best brings someone back to life spell.
yeah.
Because it doesn't have any material cost, does it?
No, it's 300 gold.
Oh, 300 gold? Okay,
Diamond,
so it's
yeah.
still
Yeah,
it's still one of the cheap ones.
It's the shock paddle resurrection.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not all the way gone.
They-
you're
they-
not like in the ground.
They don't bring something back with them.
You came back.
Wrong.
Yeah.
All right, what do elf funeral rites look like? You were.
I imagine Nala's going to make some shit up.
Do you want? I mean, I can do a quick barbecue, like a lightning barbecue. Yeah.
Honestly, this is like 50% respect for the dead and 50% like, pragmatically, Dwyer's going to like pat the body down. And
Actually, I have ceremony, which I'm going to cast on him, because
To
that.
marry him to the ground.
Well, no, that actually it stops someone from becoming
An undead.
an undead for a little while,
Does it?
which could be important because
But doesn't that
When the
also
White Walkers come?
marry them? Can you cast just that section of it?
It's got multiple options. You can
yeah,
do
it does have multiple. Yeah,
Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's the sea captain spell, where you just like, I'm the captain of a ship. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Pretty much. Prove me wrong.
You two are married now. I know you don't know each other, but fuck it. And you're both boys, but you're married now.
I
Deal with
can
it.
do atonement, which is someone can change their alignment. Bless water, coming of age.
Oh, that could have been handy.
That's what he's been doing.
Are any of
No,
you guys?
the atonement one.
Oh yeah.
Are any of you guys a young adult becoming like a man?
Oh, I don't think I want to answer that question. buddy.
There's
I think we're all well past.
dedication. One human, which to be. Oh, okay, yes.
It's dedicating to the
to a god.
to a religion.
Sorry,
right
I'm
undead.
just picturing a giant bronze armor-clad dragon man conducting the proceedings at a bar mitzvah. Shalom.
Smash glass, muscle top.
All right, I'm imagining a giant flaming sword brisk now.
Oh no!
hold the baby very carefully.
Oh no!
I roll to attack.
Plus side, cauterizes.
Yeah, with my lightsaber now, it'll instant cauterization.
This is a bad thing, guys. Anyway, but
You can see really well though. Like it's got the light coming from the.
Maybe a bit too well.
Mechanically, I am going to say that Y was going to sort of, go through his pockets. a little
Okay,
bit. And, like in the most like downplayed and respectful way possible.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
good
funeral
to me.
rite, I touch one corpse, and for the next 7 days, the target can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell. So
all right, that's cool.
yeah,
Groovy.
so I'm going to do that.
Meanwhile, the two of you are patting him down.
Yes.
You're like each grabbing a boot.
We each get one half to loot. You get
Wishbone style.
Oh no!
I'm trying to play this as being very like respectful and like I know that you guys are going to murder Hobo your way and like turn his pockets out, and I'm trying to get there first and in a very respectful way. I'm not pulling a boot off at the same time. No.
It might be a magical item.
So,
Unless the boot's
role play
magic.
that situation. This is a situation where two characters in character will be talking and trying to.
That wasn't a good roll.
no, it wasn't. Instead, we actually got told to roll.
Are we rolling to fight this one?
Are you just rolling for it?
Are we
I
just
thought you
rolling
could
or are we
roll.
role playing?
Role play it.
Role
Paint
play.
us a word picture, you two.
Well, okay. Rin's just disappeared into the night.
That doesn't sound like Narlag.
No, he's heading this.
Yeah. Rin's just disappeared into the night. Narlag's trudged back. Are you still a T-Rex? Like 10 seconds after he's left the room?
Yeah, I'm a T-Rex like going through someone's pockets. That was how I was planning this out. Like with side of the T-Rex arm.
Roll sleight of hand with major disadvantage.
No, out of T-Rex form, and walking towards the body in a very clearly like, this is a friend of ours, he has died, and I am going to respectfully care for his body sort of way. I don't know how one walks to give off that aura, but that is totally what you get.
You're walking with purpose.
Yes. Respectful purpose.
Well, if I'm doing funeral rites, you're probably like being very respectful. And,
yeah, like crossing his arms over his chest and like putting coins on his eyes, I guess. That seems
That would
pretty
be kinda
like
cool.
Oh, while taking
He doesn't have eyes anymore.
Cover his
Or a
face with a cloth.
He got face smushed. Ryan was very clear about him getting face
that
smushed.
that was very canon.
Yeah, like
You might need some kind of shroud over his
There you go.
head stump.
There you go. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
actually what it is. That's actually what it
Just
is.
put a coin in the middle of what his face used to be.
There,
yeah.
there, I guess.
no. We get a copper dinner plate.
Just put one in there like a slot machine.
Poor Charon is sitting there at the river Styx. He's just sitting there, he's like put his hands out. He's got this dinner plate. He's like, what?
I can't make change for this. Okay, all right. What actually happens is white linen hanky out of the breast pocket and drape it over his face.
Your robes have breast pockets?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
like,
is disgusting.
like cargo pant style. Like, you know, there's all sorts of shit.
Just
in
pockets all the way down.
there. Yeah, all on the inside. Yeah, fur lined.
Wait, to do the T-Rex, that was polymorph spell, wasn't it? And so when you do the polymorph spell, your clothes just disappear, don't they? And then they come back.
Yeah, all of
afterwards?
your
Yeah.
gear just sort of
Okay,
fades into you. You don't have access to it anymore, but it doesn't
Yeah.
go away
Okay.
either. It just
Yeah.
becomes part of it. I guess that's where like the rest of the T-Rex comes from. You're in there somewhere, but the rest of it's just like your stuff.
Matter
Yeah.
must come from Mother Matter.
Yeah. It's not just coming out of nowhere. It's,
It's
not, it's not
it's
fucking
one of- one-
magic.
it's one of the
guys.
laws of
Oh
alchemy.
my god, yeah.
Actually, it definitely is magic. It definitely
Yeah.
is magic.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Now I'm actually looking at it closely. It does actually say it's literally magic.
Literally magic.
It actually says magic spell right up the top here.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that bit. Sorry.
The bit was written in your magic spell book.
Magic spell book. It's spells. Magic spells. Yeah. Okay. What was it?
So yeah, you're placing this hanky across the remains of
Hanky
the
over
face.
his face. Take his arms and sort of cross them across his chest, and sort of like laying hands upon him and sort of saying like a quiet prayer. But also like there's a little bit of patting in there as well.
Yeah.
Just sort of a rest easy. my-
Walking into the
my friend.
room, like immediately eyeing him and just going like, "What the hell are you doing?" That's
Like
my name.
most things.
Roll
I-
me a. I'm gonna go with performance, and then an investigation.
Like most things I do, I assume, and most things of my religion, I assume a Martian funeral rite is probably mostly shouting
Yep.
and mostly like declaring death against enemies and things like that. And yeah, so
Okay, so your performance roll. You were
La 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 la.
trying to be very.
I'm not going through anybody's pockets. La la la. Whoopsie doopsie. That fell in there. That's what a -1 on a performance roll looks like. There.
You also don't know what he has. You're doing all this. You haven't even checked what's in his pockets yet.
That's where the investigation roll comes in.
Yeah.
So you can
if
investigate.
it helps, I didn't notice.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still doing-
I gotta remember that.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
there
still
are-
doing my funeral rites, yelling at him. So
There's only two
yeah.
people in the room to do a performance roll against, and one of them's a sus fuck
Well,
to begin
there's
with. And
three-
The second one, like,
there's a-
doesn't know or care.
Well, and the
Truth
third
be
one's
told, there's 3 people in the room. One of them's definitely not going to pick up on your shit.
yeah, well, the third one's dead anyway. Yeah.
R.I.P. Okay.
a
All
little
right.
bit
Well,
better.
that's in the ballpark. That one's acceptable. That's going to be a 12 plus investigation, which is a plus fucking 9. So
Okay, so you, as you're you're crossing the hands across the chest, you spot a ring on his right hand. It's like a polished iron, and it's got a ruby embedded into it. Still several rubies embedded into it that make it look like a small campfire flame. What?
see, okay. I was really hoping he wouldn't actually have anything on him.
This is why I was asking
Because-
where you were exploring.
That would solve the moral question about looting our,
Dearly departed?
ex-party member's corpse.
Oh
I mean, he wasn't really a party member. He was kind of an
He was a
acquaintance.
party associate.
You know what? Good enough for me.
Yeah, like he was.
Now you mention it. You know what? I don't actually even know him.
He
Does
was-
anyone?
yeah.
Does anyone know his last name?
Elf man.
Does anyone even know his last name?
Was it Velikov?
I'm not in the room.
Hey, I got it right.
Well, it was Elf
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Casimir Velikov.
All right. I will say this. Magical aura.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Say, Em, what are you doing there?
Uh,
You're clearly respecting the body and doing the proper burial rites with all his possessions, correct?
well, yeah. I mean, we have to bury the body.
Yeah.
We should also make sure that he doesn't sort of come back as whatever the hell that was. Vampire, right?
Probably.
Like, that was
An
Rin-
elf.
Rin's a vampire.
An elf
Now.
vampire, and he could be an elf vampire
Yeah.
at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing
you're
this.
a-
You're yelling. You're not
Oh,
part of
yeah,
this
yeah,
conversation.
good point, yeah.
You're,
Sorry,
you're
yeah,
yelling
yeah.
the ceremony of "Don't come back from." The
Yeah. yeah.
That said,
I assume at some point I get out my sword and start like swinging it around as
Oh,
well. Yeah.
why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
given his attire right now, I'd say it'd be Strahd would probably be a little bit confused if Rin showed up on his doorstep.
Oh yeah,
Oh dear. Yeah.
yeah. He was wearing a dress.
Yeah. Both of them would be confused
With a-
at that point.
To be fair,
different
though,
reasons.
Rin was killing it.
Yeah.
And had a jade scepter. Was it jade?
I think he said it was
Obsidian.
Obsidian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And depending on how
And a
good
crown.
your
Yeah,
performance
crown.
is, he was looking for his lost love. Or is looking for his lost love. Yeah.
You know what? This may be a situation that solves itself.
Yeah. The entire realm could like be just
Now he's not going to talk.
The one
On me now.
the one time he's not vamping.
But okay.
I don't have to vamp.
So you're
Look, I'll lay it out for you. Anything magical left behind needs to be dealt with and taken care of. I'm fairly certain that you're gonna turn out his pockets and take like his gold and his boots. I don't really like that, but I'm not really in a position to tell you not to do it. Seem fair?
On the condition that we split the loot.
You guys should just paper scissors rock for it.
Look,
I
we
would-
tried that once before. It went for like 16 different rolls.
I would really, yeah, that was pretty fucked up. I'd really appreciate not calling our dead friend's belongings loot. Unless he actually happens to be carrying, like, a loot. Which you can have.
I am quite gifted with musical instruments.
Alright, look, let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got on him, at least. He was a powerful spellcaster. I have to know that anything he's carrying is dealt with. We can't just leave powerful shit behind. Let's start there and go from there.
So yeah, you spotted that ring.
Yep.
Then sort of going further down, he's got a spell book because he is a wizard, which of course, yeah, you would get the most out of.
Does he have a
Um,
staff?
no.
Oh.
Essentially, lootable items. Those are the two things: the magical ring and his spell book.
Alright.
May I have the ring?
Well, what's the ring?
Looking over it, it is a ring of warmth.
Keeps you toasty.
Oh.
And then, of course, his spell book has a decent number of spells that you might want to have a look at.
Yeah, because he was actually useful in a fight.
Oh yeah, he was like blasting shit all over the
So
place.
you could be useful in a fight. It's something to aspire to.
Yeah, no, look, I'm pretty much full bottle on being as not.
Although
So
he
what-
also
yeah,
ended
I
up
picked
with
up,
his face squished in, so you know.
You've picked up like 3 different spell books this campaign so far. Like there was the Arcanoloth spell book.
Yep.
There was the Lich's spell book, which I gave to you.
Yep.
And now there's this one. You got a lot of spells.
Hey, actually, you haven't given me the Lich's spellbook yet, and this would be narrative reason for that to happen. Like, I wouldn't give up the ring easy,
Ah,
and you actually have a spellbook, so a little bit of a, hey, switchy, switchy.
Oh, yeah, it was mentioned that trade was done outside of actual gameplay. So
because like I'm just going like, there's no real point in me keeping this.
Yeah, there's no real reason for you to have it, and at the same time, like, I wouldn't give up the ring just to nothing either. So let's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Would you like to do a trade for that ring?
For
Well, you remember the lich we encountered?
rings a bell.
Didn't we
Yeah.
encounter several?
No. We encountered a couple
Oh.
of skeletons and ghosts and stuff, but no other liches. I have his spell book,
Yes,
and we also
you had a. I'm sorry. There was a spell book.
yes,
The Lich had a spell book,
yes.
and you've been carrying it.
I am currently carrying it.
Okay.
On
I
a-
don't
on a
want
s-
to
on-
encourage this behavior.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how turgid?
Throbbing.
This is like a 4 ice pack situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the library like? Because that had. Didn't you say
I think
that?
I think I said that same joke in there as well.
Yeah, because I'm fairly sure you said it had every spell
In
ever.
the PHP.
Yeah, in the PHP. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to come up again. Don't worry about that.
Well, like there is the summoning circle. That
Or
you
it-
can just
or
go
it's still
bam
up.
there again.
Okay. Look, I don't want to encourage that behavior by just giving you the thing you want in exchange for that. But first of all, yes. Okay. Second of all, don't ever hide a spell book. Don't ever hide a spell book. That is a bad idea and dangerous and real dangerous. The idea of something like that getting into the wrong hands, and no offense, yours are the wrong hands.
I'm going to roll insight on this.
Antithesis of what I'm doing here.
Can I roll insight on that?
What are you rolling
Like, are
insight
you just
against?
talking out your ass? You just going, just give me a fucking spellbox. That was a natural one.
Oh. Okay, it actually doesn't change anything. Like,
Okay.
like no. Oh my god. Oh
I-
my god.
Yeah, it was mostly just like, are you talking out your ass with like the dangerous hands thing, and it's not just like just give me the fucking spellbox.
Well, I'm also like, yeah. No, the idea being that there is the stuff out there that is magically infused and dangerous and can't just float around like that, and the idea that you are using this stuff as like leverage is indicative of the wrong hands.
I thought you'd be proud of him.
Just give me. Same time,
So-
buddy. Same time, buddy. I don't know you.
Trading Lich Book for a Ring of Warmth.
Yeah, sure.
There we go.
And in future, all spellbooks go to you, but we also need opportunity to get other magical items.
Yeah, yes. Look, we're in this together. We have something important to do, and we all need to make sure that we are as kitted out as possible for that. Just let's make sure that we're clear and upfront about this. This is difficult, dangerous stuff that we're doing, and
On that note, did
Squirreling
you ever
stuff away.
did you ever find out what that magical item did? You know, just to just while we're all being honest and open. And
I like how
and now for season 2 of You're Not Getting the Amulet, starring You're Not Getting the Amulet.
He really needs that amulet.
we kind of
he's just got a lightsaber. He needs to move
yeah.
on. And all of a sudden, just another amulet just disappeared from the world.
No, I just realized because like Narlax just picked up a buttload of jewelry and has now gotten a second ring. Like he's just gonna be coating himself in bling now.
You got your pimp cane. You got
Yep.
hands full of ring.
You're using your shape changing to make like a cavity in one of your teeth and then putting a big diamond in it.
Yep.
And then shape changing the tooth back around it.
Yep.
That's gross.
Yep.
Seems unhygienic, but sure.
Just boil it
I'll-
first?
I'll do like a silver tooth then. Silver's like naturally antibacterial.
Sure.
It is.
Yes. But not that way. But yeah, okay, so you have a Ring of Warmth in your inventory. You now have 3 spell books in your collection. You had the Arcanoloth, which I gave you the spell list for.
Yep.
You had the Lich, which I think I've already given you a spell list for at some point. I'll give you a spell list for it at some point. And you have Casimir's.
And
Which-
you know how to get back to the library, which has
Yeah,
everything.
okay. So I have all of the spells, some of them twice. Cool. Okay, I'm done.
Is retiring undefeated?
I actually okay.
You
It's
can
been.
just you can leave the party now. And you
I'm
just-
not going to say it's been great. You're okay. And you're dead. So like, okay, cool.
But yeah, Casimir's book has all the books, all the spells that are in a mage's normal spell book, plus a whole bunch more. That's I've got a list here.
Well, okay.
Which I'm sure at some point when you got some chance to sit down and read about it, I'll give you them in
Like,
completion.
of
I
those
will ask-
3 spellbooks, do you now basically have every spellbook in the PHP?
Yeah, but he's
now?
got to spend so much
So
time getting them
long
across
to,
the
yeah,
board.
to copy them.
But
and,
like, he's a
yeah.
wizard. He's going to be doing that anyway.
I mean, I would be doing that anyway. Really.
I mean,
will
it's,
ask- me to add
it's
that,
his
or-
pawn.
Do you
Like,
want me to add the-
You can add it if you want to in the meantime.
Is remove curse in any of them at all?
Not in that one.
This is actually why you're frantically flicking through the index, looking for curse, comma, remove.
is that a level that you can cast?
Nice. That's
Minus
like a level
50
3,
Fahrenheit, like,
by the way.
minus
Remove
40
curse
I
is
can
fucking
never remember.
minus 40 are the
I
same.
know,
Because aren't
right?
there? Isn't there one that's higher?
That's very cold.
That's very cold.
That's
isn't it?
remove. Oh,
Oh, the Ring of Wolf is real good. That's why I didn't
There's
need to
a
run up and get
remove,
under the
like-
mountain.
Yeah.
geese or something like that, or
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's higher.
I'm thinking about
but
just putting it on Dave. Just like having him float in the sky now.
That's weird.
doesn't he already do that?
Well, he does, but like he could float even higher because he can withstand colder temperatures.
Can familiars carry?
Oh, is that the?
Like not very much, but if it's a ring, probably.
Yeah, but like, can they use? They
don't
can't
know.
like
Actually,
use.
yeah.
They can't use magic items.
Probably not,
because,
no.
Like,
They don't really. Have
And his whole
skills.
disapparating, reapparating thing probably isn't going to carry it with him.
Yeah.
Also, you
Or-
probably want resistance to cold damage.
also, you just wanted to use disapparating in a sentence, like, real honest.
Like in Harry Potter?
It doesn't appear any of them have the have
Yeah.
a remove curse spell.
Shit,
Yeah, books.
he says, slamming the books closed.
And I'm pretty sure I just picked up Dispel Magic.
Okay. You have gone through the funerary rites of yelling a lot, waving your sword around, yelling some more, throwing things at the body, and
cursing death upon enemies.
Yep,
Yeah.
doing the whole thing. It's quite violent.
Finally, just like leaning in and poke him in the chest and be like, fucking don't come back. Don't come back.
Yeah,
For at least a week.
yeah, for at least a week. Yeah.
And then we set the body on fire.
I mean, I can electrocute it.
You have a sword of fire.
He's got a sort of light.
Yeah, it's a sort of light. It's not a fire.
We'll find
And
out.
I have lightning breath. Do we want him singed or do we want him like burnt
Or buried.
Oh, well, okay,
or
like,
buried?
like burning the body is actually something. Electrocuting it is just being mean. that doesn't accomplish it.
You're
that's just
not
being
Frankenstein.
If we put him in water, he will burn of it like at some point.
You're not Victor Frankenstein. You can't bring him back to life by electrocuting him.
Shit.
Yet.
That was your last guy.
Yeah.
I would actually be
get
up
out.
for building
Yeah.
a pyre and burning the body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's,
I like to think that we're in like a den of vampires, and one of us should turn into a vampire. Like being cautious isn't a bad idea.
there's a bunch of beds, like just old rickety beds in the room we're in. Yeah.
He's a wizard.
Not the room
He's
you're in,
wearing-
but just up the
he's
hallway.
wearing
There was a
flammable
bunch of that.
clothes.
In the room that had the model of Castle Ravenloft. There was a bunch of furniture in there which you could bust up and bring
Yeah.
timbers.
Yeah.
yeah, let's
We
do that.
took
and,
maps of all that, didn't we?
Yeah, I've got copies of that.
Yeah, cool,
Like,
cool.
We'll like just burn him in like the center of the temple or something.
Didn't we?
Do a
Weren't there
funeral
various
pyre.
fires we set around the temple at some point?
No,
That does sound like us.
We're in this ancient temple.
like I think setting things on fire was more the other party's deal. Like, do you remember setting Strahd's wagon on fire?
Oh, yeah, that was
It's you. What do you mean? Do you remember us doing that? You did that
Do you remember
to all of our protests. I remember.
In fact,
No,
that's
none
how
of you
the
protested.
first party died in fire.
No. Yeah, the first party died. No, the first party didn't die of fire. The
It was
first
fire
party-
adjacent.
Yeah, it was fire.
Yeah, it was
adjacent.
fire adjacent. There was a lot of fire. That
no, hang
entire
on. The building caught on
window-
fire as well.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
All right, we're not having a good run. Do
Yeah.
we really? Okay, maybe let's not light it on fire.
I mean, we are in a temple of amber. It hopefully shouldn't burn.
Amber dug into a mountainside.
Yeah.
Lighting
That
it.
just sounds like a pressure cooker.
Okay,
At that point.
if you want to start a funeral pyre, maybe do it as you're leaving. You don't want to be inside where the funeral pyre
Well,
is.
are we not?
Because you
leaving?
don't want to have that awkward situation where you go, I'm hungry now.
I mean, it's a different species.
It's
not
sweet
cannibalism.
potato wedges or pulled pork. It's just
about setting
Setting up
things
the
up.
urinary pyre, and I'm assuming you guys are about ready to get the fuck out of.
Well,
Temple.
yeah, exactly. I thought we were leaving anyway. So
Yeah. Well, like we were probably needed to rest for like another 4 hours or so. Yeah.
Do you though? At this point, you've been attacked, and then attacked, and then attacked from within.
Yeah, but like
Had
it's
we
still-
finished
then
our
while
long
we were
rest?
while we were trying to sleep to get over from the last attack, we
It's-
were attacked.
It's still the
So-
middle of the night. Like it's probably a good idea to like catch up on the rest and then fuck off.
Yeah, I think anything that was going to happen has probably happened by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and this is where Rin comes back and murders us all.
Hey, do you wanna-
Okay. Let's that more. You know you handed over this temple to a fucking beholder like last session, right?
They don't. I do.
Well, you do, yeah.
He's my boss. He's not going to attack me for no reason.
What about the rest of the party that's keeping you somewhat alive?
I don't give a shit.
Cold.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dang,
accurate,
son.
but cold.
Not anymore, because you've got a ring of warmth. And soon to have a fire to sit next to and keep warm.
But like it you know, fucking the Don knows that those guys.
It's
are
also a
important.
big temple. By the time he gets to us, we're probably gone. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so you guys are keeping for another 4 hours?
Well, we need to set what the person we had on watch turned into a vampire and left, so we kind of need.
Yeah,
to...
he was on watch.
Oh, were you?
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't take any damage. I still haven't taken any fucking damage.
Okay,
I'm real good
so
at that.
the two of you are resting up a bit? All right. Trev,
Yeah.
give me a perception roll.
That is a 11 plus some more numbers. Nope, just 11.
Just 11?
Yep, and my 11. My passive 10. So
Okay. You're sort of sitting, and the doors that sort of lead in further into the temple, you guys have closed up because you wanted a safe place. Turned out that wasn't as safe as you hoped, but yeah, that's where you're at.
it's dangerous world.
It is a dangerous world.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
You get this sort of... You hear this sort of sound echoing through the temple, and you're trying to sort of like put your ear up against one of the doors, and you sort of start getting...
Dimension door. God.
I see a little
None of that
of a man.
fucking around to find out it was just a black cat nonsense. Like, nope, hear that noise, fucking out of there.
What's the Freddy's Gonna Get You song?
What 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
Yep, that's
Yep.
the one.
Nope, no way. Fucking the slutty girl and the black guy can die first. I'm fucking out of here.
It's just the two sleeping ones all of a sudden just start twitching wildly as they get eviscerated in their own dreams.
What were we talking about?
I don't even know anymore. You hear this sort of... It sounds like laughter. Like,
Oh, God.
like actual gleeful laughter. Like someone is having the best of times somewhere in the temple. And it's just sort of reverberating across the walls. And it's only once you sort of got your ear up to the door that you can sort of just make out the fact that it's not just a weird sort of almost... It doesn't sound like a constant noise until you put your ear... Yeah, when you put your ear up against the wall, you actually make out laughing.
Blinsky's coming for you.
He's going to go and get you.
He's gonna get you.
Okay.
Sleep tight, little kids. Blinsky's coming. Me and my monkey. This is a creepy voice, and I think I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, I'm real uncomfortable.
coming down to the toy shop.
Okay. If you guys cannot look at me when you do that, because that's making it a lot worse.
Come on, children, we're gonna play with some puppets. I made them for you. Oh a beer's gonna come out of Trevor's nose.
Actually, that hurt.
I made this doll from a photograph.
Do you want a woodwind instrument?
Well, we've got a new voice of Blinsky. He's getting gritty.
He's gonna be the most terrifying character in the fucking world.
screw this Strahd guy. Chump change. Blinsky's the fucking...
This is the 2019 DC movie Oscar bait reboot of Blinsky. It's just called Blinsky.
Okay.
All right, that was a good session, guys.
Trevor's gotta go home now and change his shorts.
Played by
But yeah,
George.
I'm trying to like differentiate that, like myself and why you. I think he's just gonna run away.
yeah.
No. I mean, fuck, man. Like laughing in a temple. Like, all right, every other temple has some sort of like fucking laughing demon. Most of them don't even kill you in the end. All right. Can I get anything like, you know, size, shape, race, gender, age from this? You know, is this like a large booming male
Be
laugh or a tiny
Perfectly
little
honest,
kid
considering
laugh?
you could barely make out the fact that it was a laugh until you got your ear against the door, I don't think you're going to get much detail on that with the doors closed.
Which door was it again?
The eastern one.
It's just Rin looking in a mirror.
I look amazing. Doesn't sound anything like Rin. When was the last time you heard Rin laugh? When was the first time you heard
He's
Rin?
a vampire now. He could have changed personality.
It's like in Buffy.
Yeah.
Eventually, he's going to try and get his soul back for a blonde girl.
Yes, exactly that.
Right.
Right.
I am going to. I'll say cast Find Familiar because Batrick hasn't popped up in so fucking long. Then I can't really say that he's been around all this time. And I'm going to send Batrick on a little bit of a scouting mission, looking for.
But only within 30 feet, isn't it?
Oh, no,
Or is it
it's like it's a fair while that he can.
Oh, okay.
He can go blind and deaf and actually just look through Patrick's eyes for I think it's like 100 yards.
It's 100 feet. You can tell
It's
them
100
to do.
feet.
Well, you can tell
Yeah.
them to do without even needing to actually send them a message. If it's within 100 feet, like if you're just controlling them, then it doesn't really matter. I think.
Yeah. And we're just sort of cracking the door slightly and letting him flutter through.
Yeah. Yep. And I'll do that. Like, see what he can do within like 100-foot radius, and then if like nothing encounters within that, then I'll like move forwards and sort of let him scout out in front.
Okay. He flutters out and ends up sort of he's hovering in that main temple chamber. The first one you guys fought in sessions ago with the crumbled statue now and you can get a sense of the laughter is coming from one of the rooms towards the back end on the lower floor. What?
Nothing.
That was the least convincing nothing ever, but okay. I can't roll against like a person, so can I? Can I roll insight on what Mitch is actually thinking?
Well,
I-
you can,
I
but I'm still
hope
not. Gonna
not.
say.
That would fundamentally change how society worked, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right, keep moving towards it.
I mean, I think I know what this is, but I'm not 100%.
Okay.
We didn't say.
Oh, I hope it's something good.
So, Patrick sort of heads down in altitude slightly, down to sort of about 10, 12, about 20 feet off the actual ground level. From that position there, bats have dark vision. Oh,
It's echo.
Okay.
So yeah.
What he can make out is you can see this sort of shape moving amongst the treasury. And you can make out like this piles of like cash getting sort of picked up and like scooped into these large bags, and you sort of basically you see this orb shape floating in the middle of the room, sort of hovering a little bit over the top of the remains of that amber golem.
So there is a shape, like a human shape,
Living.
a living, and also an orb.
Sorry? Well, no, that's the orb.
I am lost on the description here.
The orb is the thing that's laughing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the impression it's got its back to you.
Some kind of laughing orb.
It's a laughing orb with a back.
That doesn't have arms or.
You sort of get this.
So how is he picking up all that?
You see,
There are a lot of
what is,
questions.
that's what you get with Batrick sort of just dropping down and looking into the room. If you want to get him closer to get a bit of a better look.
I am, but first of all, I am going to cast Mage Armor because I wouldn't have that on me already.
I think everything is fine and we will be perfectly safe.
I think Narlag will be perfectly safe.
Well, you guys are fine. You guys are like 4 rooms away.
I'm dead.
Everything is
You're
fine.
not 4 rooms away and sleeping, and
No,
dead.
he's,
Everyone else
he's,
is.
he is dead. Yes,
I'm dead.
Yeah,
And loving it.
And yeah, like
and
that
enjoying
movie.
it.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
I haven't seen that one.
It's a good one.
I've only seen 2 Robin Hood movies, and they're both comedies.
Well,
The animated one and Men in Tights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Men in
Those are
Tights
the
is
good
clearly
ones. That's
the
fine.
best.
That's
Yeah.
no problem.
I tried to watch the
new
recent one from last year though, with
Apparently
the
it's
guy.
bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah,
one
it's
from last year.
Yeah.
like
the
guy-
Keep
so
making
It had
that
the
fucking
it had
movie.
the kid from Kingsman in it.
Edgerton.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
He wasn't any good.
I mean, they keep fucking trying to make.
I
King
think it
Arthur
was just
movies.
written badly.
I watched a thing talking about this the other day. It's they're public domain stories. King Arthur and Robin Hood. They're just going to keep remaking those because they can. There's no reason not to. It has it's a franchise name recognition thing. They don't have to pay anyone.
It's the same with Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
It's rather-
Sherlock Holmes is a little different because that's still owned by an estate.
Yeah, but I think it's easier to get though, like because and I don't think it costs them much because they
You
do
get a
a
license,
friggin-
but it's like $1.50.
yeah.
You buy like Sally Holmes like a Pepsi, and you can.
Yeah.
I'm going with yes. I'm going with the author of Sherlock Holmes was called like David Holmes. Yes.
So
Seriously?
Sir Arthur Conan
Yeah,
Doyle?
yeah, seriously? Like,
it's good though. So where
It's
were we?
occasionally good to like calibrate how little respect you people have for me. I mean, I know it's low, but I really need to know just exactly how little every now and then.
Well, I mean, when you say stuff like Shelley Holmes.
It was
Sally.
Oh, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
When you
Who's the
say
fucking idiot now?
Dame Sally Holmes. Anyway, what's your plan with Batrick? Do you want to take him closer in for a better look?
You know what? At this point, I mean, detect magic. Detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, you can
Is
do
it-
that.
is it- what kind of magic is it?
Okay, from the detect magic, you can see. Wait, is that even a magic in that form? I don't even know if it is.
You're telling the story, dude.
I'm checking a thing.
Literally your world.
I think my divine sense would work better than detect magic in this scenario.
Alright, we'll get in the fucking room then.
Wake the fuck up.
Well, yeah,
Huh?
wake me up.
Get on the trolley.
Okay. You from the detect magic, you can see that one of the stacks of coins that sort of, at this point, you can notice are just levitating, are being picked up by telekinesis.
Okay. Okay. Alright, look, with frost staff in hand, I am going in the room.
You're going to go down.
Yep. Fuck it. Rock and roll.
All right.
Wait, sorry. You by yourself are going to confront danger.
Yep.
Sorry.
Say,
yeah,
what's up, danger?
Yeah, I thought I would
Can-
just
can-
clarify.
Can
that.
you still teleport? do you?
Thank you for like cutting through my like hardened toughness and revealing the fact that I got like dimension door like that, man. Like,
Okay,
this
good.
is fine.
Good.
Okay. So you sort of give me a stealth roll if you're going to go stealth. Or are you just gonna walk? You're gonna walk down there. Okay, so you sort of.
I'll say I've got the frost staff out, and I'll say I'll go as far as like preparing fog cloud.
Okay.
Like if this thing so much as fucking twitches, any sort of like spell casting, it is immediately going to get engulfed in a cloud of fog, as per the name.
Okay. As you're making your way down the stairs, you feel your link with Batrick just disappear.
Pro tip, that's probably not good.
It's not a great sign.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're basing that on. Oh, okay, like the obvious ill intent of the thing I'm about to approach. Yeah, okay, I get it. So the Conador was the author of the novels. Okay, I'm with you now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, look, that's enough for me. Retreat back and wake these two idiots up.
As you sort of making haste up the stairs, you hear this sort of voice behind. It's like, "Wizard, hold up there, friend."
Ah, shit. Yeah?
Come down here before me.
Okay, but what... You have me at a disadvantage. What class are you?
Higher than yours.
It's not really a class, but... I didn't mean socially. I meant like mechanically, not socially.
Well, as far as I assume, I'm guessing you are one of young Narlag's companions. Which
And
makes you
Companions
one
is a
of
strong
my
word.
contractors, I would say.
Huh. Alright, one it down.
You,
I feel like 90% of our problems can be traced back to Narlag and him summoning something.
that's probably accurate.
Yeah, it's been pretty smooth sailing aside from the abominations.
Like, actually, didn't I meet you after you'd summoned something to kill a family?
No.
Or you just
That-
killed the family?
No, that time... Hey, ease up. Get off his fucking back. That time he didn't summon something to
He
kill
just
the family.
killed the family
He
by himself,
literally
yeah.
just killed the family himself,
Yeah,
alright?
yeah,
That was first degree murder.
okay. Yeah.
never gonna live that one down. Literally never gonna live that one down.
He
Don't
didn't
want to.
Charles Manson someone into killing someone. He literally just murdered them himself. Give him some.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you make your way back down the stairs, and this time with your own vision, you sort of get to the ground floor, looking into the treasury room or the tithe room or whatever you want to call that space, and you just see this large, like yellow illuminated eye floating in the middle of the room. And you can sort of see, like, just around it, sort of like these dancing, like, sort of softer glow orbs, which are significantly smaller than the eye in the center. And you can sort of just see the light from that large yellow eye is just like, you can see like the yellow glow like glistening off the lower jaw of like a row of like sharp teeth.
I really want to know if he can wear a monocle.
Which I don't think he has a lot of other options as far as it goes for eyewear.
Sort of hard not to wear a monocle.
You
at that point, yeah.
could just wear like 9 monocles, but any sort of 2 lens single apparatus is probably not going to work that well.
Can I assume from this point going forwards that YU is pretty aware that this is a beholder?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
should I? Okay, all right. I'll roll the dice, but one giant eye and lots of other floating eyes, that's not a beholder.
Like you're from Faerun, you're aware that one of the
Green.
the masked lords of Waterdeep is a beholder. Like you're aware of this. Like Xanathar is a known entity. Like that's.
I mean, and failing all that, there's Dave.
There's also Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been
Who you've
explored.
met more than once.
It's green.
All right.
Hold on a second.
It tastes like green.
Yeah, it tastes alright.
Okay.
Tastes like green snakes.
You're just gonna be a dick about it then, sure. Okay. I was just checking.
It's. I have some lime soft drink and it's vodka.
Have you had that before? That was real fucking good.
No.
It was like a peach thing. That
He's got to steel himself before facing off with this beholder.
Yeah, okay. I actually thought this was going to be you.
Me?
Yeah.
Well,
Because it was someone.
no, my character is not Orbula.
That's why I was surprised. I thought it was actually going to be you, and this was the magic item. That's why I was checking, like, oh, there's like a person with like an orb over them. That was going to be like you looting, and like an orb that was your magic thing. Something like looting the temple. No.
Trevor's just opening his beer right now.
Trevor has just opened his beer.
Now he's walking back to the table.
And now he just sat down.
On himself.
I think he's about to take a sip. Is he about to take a sip? No, he's scratching his balls.
I love the shit that I have to edit out of this.
Look, now he's getting really annoyed with people narrating everything he's doing.
Weird.
No, he's
He's
taking
doing
a
it
sip.
himself. Okay, so yeah, you are very, very keenly aware of what you're up against.
Can I go as far as to assume you are the owner and proprietor of our friend Narlag? You are the entity with which he has clearly made a pact?
He's the head pimp.
He's just the head.
Yeah.
Call me middle management.
It's a mouthful of a name.
Middle okay, or is that too...
If you want,
If I've not
you
the
can
whole
call
brevity thing?
you can call me the Don.
The Don.
You've been familiar with Narlag's eyes. That would be young David.
Oh, charming. Charming fellow. Yes. Certainly interesting to have around.
He is.
Friend of yours? Family?
Yes. But
Second
Master
cousin,
Wizard?
There's his mum's side.
I have a favour to ask for you.
This is going to end up really, really well.
Shoot.
The young changeling that you know by the name of Narlag. I question his true loyalties.
As you very clearly and obviously should.
He's got quite the gift of the gab, and manages to talk his way around a lot of things. But I feel that, well, I feel he has intentions of supplanting myself,
Yes,
and I need, well, more eyes around him.
I mean, one can never have enough, can they? He says to the beholder.
It's a little beholder humor for you there.
So, you interested?
Do you say aye?
Oh, damn. That was a good one.
Do all the voices in your head? Do the eyes have it?
I can make it worth your while.
Well, I imagine that would be the second part of this conversation. I'm not generally in the habit of doing unanswered favors for beholders.
You keep an eye on him. Any information, anything that looks suspect, you get that information back to me.
So pretty much everything he does. Yeah.
And
His entire existence.
also, you can somehow smuggle some of him away from him. That'd be worth a bit. His kind, I require a sample.
For scrying. You can just say scrying.
Okay, scrying.
Sure. Okay. And what exactly is in it for me in any of these scenarios?
I have quite the collection of trinkets and tithes have been paid to the family.
He owns an entire Amber Temple.
So many eyes.
Penny the information, I can reward you kindly. You'll find me a fair employer.
I'll make you a deal. I will keep you reasonably informed on what he's doing and anything suspicious or untoward. If you could clarify exactly what it is that you are concerned about, that will only help you with the quality of information I will provide. And in exchange for that, we can have some ongoing, under-the-table payment.
Of which would you prefer? Monetary or something more in the way of collectibles, trinkets and such?
Oh, I do enjoy myself a trinket. The details, I'm sure we can. I'll have my people call your people. Alternatively, we can skip to the end of this, and I can give you a piece of him. That one's going to cost you.
Oh, I imagine so. I've tried convincing him to offer willingly. He seems somewhat attached. Oddly. I imagine he can grow these things back, but
Well, yeah. I honestly don't see why that would be a problem for him in particular, really. You think that would be sort of quite easy, but yeah.
Couldn't you just grow it back, but you're slightly shorter?
I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know if I can regrow shit, and I'm not willing to test it.
I just
that's real
assumed you
fair.
would have, you would lose part of an arm, but because it's conservation of mass, you would just be slightly shorter each time.
I don't think it works like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's like Odo the shapeshifter, where he's just an undifferentiated mass of fucking whatever.
Are you going to say it's just magic again? Oh my god, it's your answer to fucking
No,
everything.
I think he has. I think he has bones. Is what I'm getting at. He might have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nalak has
basically,
bones.
Ladies.
I love that we're taking a moment to very seriously establish that. No. Nalak has bones.
Come on,
Oh my god, I'm so sick of this fucking. He has bones.
you cowards!
You anti-bonists.
he goes to help you get in contact with me. I'll offer you this, and he reaches into one of the bags that's sort of levitating next to him and pulls out this little roll of 2 scrolls, and they're hovering sort of beside him, and he's like, when I throw these to you, I need you to catch them and get them out of my sight.
Okay.
And you ready?
Are you actually going to throw something at me?
Sorry?
Are you actually going to throw something? I've had 2 beers. Please don't.
Oh no, not literally. I'm sorry. But he lobs it over in your direction. It's basically these 2 scrolls. They're sort of bound up tightly, so they've got a little. They're not just fluttering like papers in the wind.
Yep.
Go for athletics to catch.
Oh dear. Why are you going to play me?
Meanwhile, you see
Can I,
you see the light.
mage
That's
hand?
they all work. Actually, you try, and the magic just sort of splutters in your hand.
Yep.
But you see the glow from that main yellow eye just sort of start to fade as he's doing a long blink, wink. Both of them are applicable.
I mean, he can just look to the side.
He's doing his thing.
What I'm saying is the Don isn't very smart.
I don't know. He's got one up on you right now.
Has he though?
Well, you don't know this.
You're right, but it also
okay.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
That is going to be a 13 plus probably not a lot of anything.
Probably not a hell of a lot extra onto that one.
Acrobatics.
Just saying, you may think
Athletics.
you're
yeah.
like playing to both sides. He's
Really?
completely wise to your scam right now, and he's setting up contingencies. So you ain't that much smarter than him.
Are you sure it's not a sleight of? Can I put you on a sleight of hand or an
Nalak
acrobatics?
isn't playing it on.
What did you roll?
There's going to be -1 for
Okay.
athletics, so
Yeah.
it's going to be 12.
Okay. The light sort of drops slightly, and you sort of fumble, but
Okay.
manage to sort of grab hold of it and like quickly like,
Robe open, whoop, right into a pocket.
and you see his
Lead
little,
lined.
and you just sort of see like the light sort of start to raise back up in the room again. He's like, "Those there, a couple of scrolls of sending. If you need to get in touch with me, you've got the ability to first off, and you got one there, so make sure you can actually get it into your book."
Thank you kindly. I mean, it's going to be helpful to be able to target this if I know, are you hanging around on this plane of existence?
Oh yes. I'm sure you realize this is somewhat of a
Oh, I know. I was checking to see if you knew.
for the moment.
Yeah, what's your plan?
This is my headquarters. My plan is to make sure that you chuckle fucks do what you're trying to do.
So we're kind of in a broad, strange way in this one together.
It appears that way. But if I end up remaining stuck here, I can make that work.
It's got some stuff going for it. I mean, for a little parochial backwater, food's all right. Women are like 7, 8 max, but you can do something with that.
What? Well, you said. Hold on. I want to clarify. Were you clarifying? Were you trying to say how many women there were, or how old the women were?
Like out of 10,
Out of
dude.
10.
Oh my
okay.
god.
Yeah, out of 10, Did you
Okay. Wow.
Gross.
I mean, that was you questioning me, and ultimately became more about you than it was about
Like,
me.
I was
Jiminy.
confused.
I mean, I think the rest of us got it.
So, I imagine your friends might start wondering where you're at if you're
No.
if they happen to wake up and find you missing.
Yeah, honestly, for the most part, they're not really that switched on, but I take the point. All right. Look, what are you going to be? Look, you're looting. I know how it goes with your people. I suppose. You got a lair. You got to make it nice, full of gold and so forth. There is a library.
This place is a fixer-upper.
It absolutely definitely is. On the plus side, the previous tenants have been quite murdered and don't appear to be coming back anytime soon. The Guardians have been destroyed, and the people that actually worshipped here have very clearly abandoned it. So that's good for you. There is a library.
I imagine there would be.
Yeah, there is a library. Don't touch it. That one's not for you.
Oh my boy, what's up there?
Books.
And why would I have no interest in books? And why should I be avoiding such an area?
There is a lot here that you do want. There is one thing here that my people want. You can be real happy with all of the loot. I mean, there is some real good stuff in here. Look, I'm looking at your face
If a
right now.
beholder could
You're
raise a
smiling.
single eyebrow, that's what the expression he's giving you right now.
It's
This
hard
is-
for a beholder to look quizzical without looking shocked.
Does a beholder even have an eyebrow?
Maybe not one with hair on it, but it's got a brow. It definitely has one in the picture I got right in front of me. It's mostly for scowling. Otherwise, yeah, again, just look shocked.
Like it alternates back and forth between like down and up to indicate quizzical.
Is it a monobrow if
It's
you
like,
only
are
have
you
one?
flirting? Are you
No,
flirting?
it's just constantly in motion.
Is it a monobrow Well, I mean, it is a monobrow, but yeah, actually, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's a monobrow.
It's a brow,
Yeah, it's a brow.
singular. Where were we? Yeah. Library.
Yeah. Look, it's not shiny.
I've got plenty of places else to be for the time being,
Yep.
but if I get bored, might want to go read a book.
Yeah, look, that's fine. And at the moment, if it came down to it, a pitched battle between us isn't really going to go well for anyone, and I'm certainly not going to threaten you in that regard. When the borders
That
come
did
down,
sound like a threat.
well, let's be real honest. We have some things in common, but ultimately, well, let's just say we have different alignments.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's probably as opposite as I can get. For now, I mean, look, it's fucking weird times, huh? This is an odd situation we're finding ourselves in, and we're all just trying to make it work. And I have no ill will against you having a good time here and trying to, forge a lair while we're stuck here. And gold and jewels and all that sort of stuff. That's really no issue. The library needs to stand. That can't be screwed with. Trying to take books out of that is going to destroy them in ways that they can't be brought back. And
Well
that
then,
is
my
gonna
lad.
be a bad time.
You better be good with the information.
All right. Well, then let's consider that part of the compact.
Agreed.
I'd shake your hand, but
Yeah, you don't want that.
no, none of us do.
And with that, he sort of like drifts backwards a little bit further into there, and you can see like one of the eyes going off to the left hand side, just levitating up one of the bundles of of statues of gods, and just like bringing him to the front to the main eye, and just like studying over the space, and and then like, in a bag, he is appraising the equipment.
Head out and just like over my shoulder. Hey, there's like a pile of books over there that were like real top quality stuff. You may want to check out there.
I'm assuming we all took a copy of them.
Because
I assume everyone like picked it up when. Yeah, nah.
I mean, you took two.
Christmas presents.
yeah, you make your way back to the sleeping quarters, and sort of quietly close the door back off, and then sort of put your back against the door and it's like,
Oh my god.
My observation skills, I totally noticed everything that went on, and you
Yeah,
are.
you're
Oh yeah,
across
same,
it.
same.
Yeah.
But what happened to Batrick?
Disappeared.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, he's gone. Man.
Oh.
he's a magical summoned creature that all of a sudden went into an anti-magic zone. He just went,
Who names their familiar Patrick?
Why you does?
why you has over 2 campaigns now.
Stupid names.
All right.
Technically, this was Batrick, I don't know, 4?
Man, a lot of time has actually passed between the last grand. There would have been like fucking 40 years or something. There would have been like 100 plus Patricks.
40
Some of them were owls as well. Like he just got stuck to the name.
How old is YU now?
Did we not do this?
No.
Like going into the last campaign, he was like in his 20s.
Yeah.
Now he's like late 50s, early 60s.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's a fat old dude. Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Oh, okay. I thought we did that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, most humans look the same to me, so.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, completely descaled. It would be so weird.
Yeah.
Like in my head, it was just like, oh yeah, it's been like 5 years since Phandelver, and like he's just like hanging out in Neverwinter, and now he's trying shit out. No, okay.
No,
like,
he's had
Yeah.
adventures and things, and
Oh man, yeah,
he
that's
hang out.
a huge amount of fucking context for
he's
you. Yeah,
singed some shit.
This is like a fucking
Literally,
grey-haired, like
he's, like,
old
singed
scarred
some shit.
dude. Yeah.
hang
It's
out-
a long time from like he accidentally blew up a guy and cried about it.
well, yeah, hopefully.
I think threw up. Yeah. Threw up.
Yeah.
And
You're back in the
melted his
you're back
face
in the sleeping area, and it's about another 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours further past on
Man, okay, like there was a reason like I was staying up and being on guard duty, but now if I do that, this is just going to be the Trevor Show starring Trevor today. Does anyone else want to have a go?
I'm dead.
These two are asleep, and this one's dead.
I'm headed back to the library. I got to go
Yeah,
back to the library.
we even
can
have to go
can we
to-
like yes and just sort of like yada 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 through that?
I mean, fuck it.
Sure.
Like,
I don't want to not do it, but I also just don't want to.
What did you want to do up in the library?
Study, like spend the last couple of hours of whatever studying Remove Curse.
Remove curse?
Yeah.
Do you want to know what level that was?
Yeah, I can't justify not doing anything about that now. He's got to do two things. He's got to use sending to send a message, and do
remove curse.
Remove Curse. Yeah.
Because he's cursed.
Like, I mean, if Narlag stays up for the rest of the Ulrich sleep, is he still going to get a long rest, or?
Okay, we'll give you enough time to do the remove curse if you want to get that, because that'll take you 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
You come back and your compatriots have been murdered in their sleep because no one was keeping watch.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh no.
Are we
Oh,
able to
no.
rest for long enough to get a long
I
rest?
take a
still,
clipping of Narlag's
like,
hair and go
one
on
of us
about
keeps
my.
watching?
Well, that's a matter of whether he wakes you up or not.
My apologies. I don't understand.
Yeah, me neither.
Thanks, Alexa.
It's a Google one.
I don't care.
Yeah. I don't believe that why you woke you guys up. So your watch has wandered off
Okay.
and has
Honk shoe,
3
honk
hours
shoe.
essentially to pick through the books, finds one that has
Not get
a copy of
murdered by a
Removed
rogue.
Curse, and copies it down.
I'll be
Cool.
And then,
okay.
then basically making a beeline back to it because you realise the lighting has already started to build up in the place, and you know that there is a bit of ambient light that comes from outside that bounces amongst the amber. So your light has started to raise, meaning
All right.
dawn is breaking.
Yep. I also want to send a message, but if there is no time for that, that's something I can hold off with. Yeah. Okay.
Takes as long as it takes to say the message.
In that case, the message is as follows. This is sending to Belua Thantarth in Moongleam Tower in Everland. And message reads as follows. Teleportation mishap. Stuck, Barovia. Land curse-controlled vampire Strahd. Can't leave. Impenetrable magic fog. Mordecai alive. Damaged. Hostile Arcanoloth uncanted. Struggling. Help. Why you?
Okay. And you have no idea whether that makes it out or not. But that is
I'm sorry.
cast and sent.
I send that twice, and there is a 5% chance of failure. I also have a whole thing about how it's actually written in a substitution code because the harpers aren't fucking idiots, and we aren't sending messages in clear text, even through magic means. We're not dumb about it.
All right, let's see. Roll me to see if it fails. See if you can get it. And of course, let's see if this gets out.
Yep. What's an 8 mean?
Well, basically, it'd be.
Well, wouldn't you be
it was
rolling
like
a percentage?
You'd be rolling 2d10s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, technically on D20, 5% is just a 1.
Yeah.
So what do you want?
Okay.
Maths.
Let's see
Maths!
what can get
Is it
out of
maths or
Barovia.
math?
And he said it twice.
It's one math.
2 math.
There isn't anything. I don't think there's anything in the language to suggest
Red
that
math.
you know. I don't think you get a sense of it doing anything, accomplishing anything. So I'm just gonna say like do it twice, and
Yep.
then do you want to know like the?
Sending, right?
Have you got that?
I think they can send something back.
Yeah, it's telekinesis over a distance, basically.
Telepathy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that is
I'm
correct.
assuming you counted out the 25 words or less?
Yep.
I figured you would have.
It was actually 24, I believe. I had one left, and I was considering ending it with bitches.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, yo.
Baba booey, baba booey, baba booey.
How was that penis?
Is that one word?
I don't know. to try and find a line in Bohemian Rhapsody.
The other thing I considered doing was there is encoding mechanisms that turn everything into basically just like one really long word. And that seemed cheating.
Seems gamey.
You go to cast sending and then you just make modem noise.
I always figured it worked like Twitter. Like, there's a certain number of characters you can have, and like it's okay. If this word extends a little bit beyond, like this single word extends a little beyond, that's fine. But if you try to go beyond, fuck you.
Yeah, that makes like the most amount of sense. You can send the message across any distance,
Yeah, I'll
even
read
to
that.
planes of existence. I'm just doing this out loud. But if the target's on a different plane than you, there is a 5% chance the message doesn't arrive. So yeah, it doesn't say that like you know that it does, but other than it, 5% failure chance, it doesn't sound like it would normally. But then Barovia ain't a normal place.
Okay, you sort of cast it twice, sending through the same message. So it's kind of like a signal loop essentially going through. And look at that wording of the thing that you wrote.
Oh, the actual.
Of the message.
Just read it out again.
Just borrowed.
Yep.
I do say the bit in the brackets and the bit about
Mhm.
being having a power curse. I don't say because if I've done remove curse, those are like the two versions of that message I was going to send.
Okay. You hear a worded message come back to you. It's broken, it's like signal is dropping out, but you get things of partial, then like static received. Crackle, Barovia investigation. Crackle. Then it breaks out. So something's getting through. Just.
Like hunched over with just fucking relief, like strings cut, just that like coming home at the end of the day and just fucking boots off, it's done. The idea that he's not alone in this anymore.
What's that?
Different colours.
Yeah, you can change the color theme on D&D Beyond.
I've been there for a while. It was just hit. I think they moved where it was in the menus.
Well, I've never looked at it because, like, you know.
All right,
went
the
with
YU
black.
show with YU is probably
Went with
done
black.
for now.
Hooray! You don't want to like just go to season 2 of it. We can just.
Everyone loves YU.
Everybody loves YU.
Are we the studio audience?
All right, you make your way back to the campsite. These two heroes just begin to rise for the morning. You can sort of see just a little hint of light sort of coming through that crack in the far wall. That's
Dave's
where you're
just
at.
glaring at you.
He does that anyway. That's literally all he can do.
He can talk and glare. That's his choices in life.
And
Well, he
sometimes
can-
talk and glare at the same time.
Yeah,
Sometimes he can smile, but it usually frightens small children.
and most adults.
Yeah, that too.
Right. You guys are awake.
You can tell I'm
It
awake.
is
'cause
morning.
I start yelling.
Good morning.
Good morning, Barovia.
This bit's going on for a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah, let's go. Like, literally. Like,
Essentially,
just-
like
just
you guys
bug
pack
off.
your shit up, set
Yeah.
funerary pyre, and bug out.
Get on Rainbow Dash.
I actually just remembered I unlocked a thing as of 9th level where I can talk to dead people. So,
I mean, we can all talk to dead people.
yeah, but like I can actually talk to their souls. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions for Casimir before we leave?
Oh dang. Okay.
I mean, it
Who's-
probably
who's
makes sense that
Casimir?
I can only do this after having rested anyway.
Who's Casimir?
The guy we're
Why
about
you yelled at for an hour?
the guy we're about to set on fire.
You know, breakfast on the fire over there. Yeah, that's it. Well, geez, okay. Like, where is everyone, like, you know, out of character, in character? What's everyone's position on, like, him giving, like, his sister was, you know, trapped inside that statue? That was my takeaway from that. Like, his sister's soul was, like, controlling the Guardian statue. That was my
I
takeaway from
thought
from
he
that.
was here to resurrect his sister, basically, wasn't he? Like to
Yeah.
make her undead.
And, like, we destroyed the statue, and he freaked the fuck out.
I mean, I just assumed.
I just
like
thought
all
his
the other
sister was wanting
statues,
him.
there was another
He
spirit offering.
freaked out about the fact you guys destroyed the sarcophagi.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
all the things that have the souls in them that were trying to give us immortality and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought we just like killed his opportunity to save his sister.
Yeah, okay. And I thought it was the statue us destroying he flipped out about, but it was the sarcophagus
No.
guy. Okay. Either way, like, what is everyone's character's feeling on that? Do we feel like
That's evil, and it should be stopped.
which bit? It's just in general.
Yeah,
Like
just
the
in
only
general.
thing you ever think is that's evil and it should be
Yeah,
stopped.
yeah, most things
Yeah.
really.
How do you feel about peanut M&Ms? It's evil and it should be
Yeah,
stopped.
yeah,
What
yeah.
about the caramel M&Ms?
Like it's
Also evil and it should be stopped.
it's an abomination, basically.
Yeah, okay. Because, like, I think that would be, if anyone has, like, a reason to... Yeah, I honestly, I kind of not sure that I do. That was his bag.
I
and, like,
mean,
I
would've
said
been
all
fine
I
if
needed
I
to
was
say at his funeral ceremony.
If neither of you have any reason to talk to him, then like I've got no reason to talk to him either. It's more just
Save a spell slot.
oh no, it doesn't cost me any
Is
spell
it
slots.
an invocation, is it?
Yeah, it's free. I can literally just talk to dead people for no reason for free.
I yelled everything that I was going to yell at him at the funeral.
Alright, fuck it,
took
let's
that
move
with
on.
Leland.
Sorry?
I never took that spell with Leland.
Yeah, I want to do something with that, but other than, like, maybe
I mean, like
investigating, like,
we're
the
in a land
sarcophagi.
full of dead people.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna come up eventually.
we're responsible for
Can
a
you
lot
talk
of
to
it as
Rin?
well.
Not anymore.
Well then.
Given he fucked
Dead
off.
people, not undead people.
You couldn't really talk to Rin when he was around.
I could talk at him.
Yeah, we tried. It didn't work.
And talking at him worked.
What are the chances that Twilight Sparkle's still alive? My familiar horse thing. Elk, actually.
Don't you just resummon it?
I mean, I can, but I left him outside.
Oh,
He was eaten by mind witnesses.
I mean,
Probably. Yeah, he was probably eaten by mine.
it's an intelligent horse. Well, it's an intelligent elk.
Yeah, it's
Also,
more
you-
intelligent than me.
You can talk to it telepathically.
you can actually do that thing.
Well, within a certain distance, isn't it?
Was there ever a point where you heard in your head, "Oh God, it's eating me"? Oh God.
Hey.
Oh god, so many tentacles and so many eyes.
Hey, what are you doing? Why are you eating me from that end first? Just start, please, just start with the head, you monster.
Good old
Being that
tentacles.
hungry is only supposed to be a metaphor. You don't actually do it. Oh God.
Good old tiny teddies. Eat the legs.
Oh, within 1 mile of me.
Okay.
Wow, okay, yeah. So I guess I would have known if it was dying.
Okay, so you had no sensation that it has suffered it anyway, and sort
As
of-
we start to
as
leave,
you-
suffered.
as we start to leave, I like
you sort of
indicate.
You like whistle and it like rides up underneath where you're gonna land, like the Lone
I
Ranger.
imagine, given its intelligence, it's actually probably whistling at me, going, "Come here, boy, come on."
No, it's like,
Come here, Ulrich. Come here.
Good boy.
no, it's like Roach in The Witcher, where you just whistle and it suddenly appears from just out of nowhere.
I really need to play The Witcher. It's good. Anyway, yeah, you managed to sort of re-establish a line of communication, and this elk sort of just
Now my sword and my familiar can talk to each other at a higher level than I can. Well, like at a higher intelligence.
It is actually noticeable, worth commenting on, that not only do you have so many things with intelligence, it's also greater than yours.
Yeah.
Like, empty out your pockets. Who else has something that is intelligent in their ownership?
I got some
Dave.
lint.
I'm
And I'm about
I'm
to
dead.
You're dead. You can't answer. You're not in the room. You're dead.
I'm dead.
Thanks for letting us do this at your house. But
Yeah,
but
has
if
it
you can
been
actually wait outside, that would be great.
Yeah, has it been exciting Exciting session.
Okay.
I'm drinking green.
Green
But
is
from-
tasty.
It's green.
From sort of around the side of the mountain, around the cliff, your elk. This was was this Twilight Sparkle? Was it?
Yep. Twilight
Okay.
Sparkle.
It hurts me a little bit.
Rainbow Dash is the horse.
Is the horse. It comes sort of galloping around the corner and sort of stops in front of you, and sort of nuzzles at the side of your armor. The other two of you. I'm assuming you got the Ring of Warmth on at this point. It's just like,
I put it on straight away, and I'm like, alright, I'm going back to sleep now. Attuning via sleep.
Ooh, I've got to come up with a name for the sword.
I don't think it actually has a name. Damn it. Okay.
Why
yeah.
are you knitting your eyebrows like it's not going to be Swordy McSwordface?
No, that was actually the first thing I thought of.
I
yeah.
know.
No.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
second one was like Excalibur or
No.
Excalibur 2.
I gotta.
Excalibur,
Okay,
Excalibur's
I
face.
have the name if you want it.
Isn't it like
No. I have what you should name it.
what?
Luke.
It's a bit whiny.
What about Obi?
He's a bit whiny too.
Jar Jar Sword.
Anakin?
No.
I could just
Call it
Jar Jar.
Mace. That'd be confusing.
Oh god! I've had it with these motherfucking vampires on this motherfucking plane.
No, I just call him Mr. Jackson.
I'm sorry.
Samuel.
Oh, right there.
I'm gonna bring
I
up
thought
Mr.
you were
Jackson.
going into an
Same.
outcast thing just then.
Same.
I was.
For real.
I am for real.
Because I've got to have me introducing the sword to my familiar.
Yes.
Yeah, that has to happen.
Which, given it's all like telepathy, is me just kind of like,
You're like, the two things will start coordinating.
yeah,
Like,
They start
horse starts having
coordinating
like warm, fuzzy feelings,
yeah.
and the sword is like, I don't know how to do that in the third person now. How do you communicate with emotions in the third person?
The sword manages to find a way to strap itself onto the head of the horse.
Why?
So I now have a proper unicorn.
No, you don't. You have a horse with a sword strapped to its head.
Yes, a unicorn. What about it?
That's yeah.
Fine.
Hey, come on. Don't know, but. Yeah, yes, I have.
Although he's an elk, but yeah.
Okay.
Even better, it's got more horns.
So you guys start making your way back down the mountain. It is you. Well, who's got sort of tracking abilities or any form of like survival specializations?
Literally no one here.
Proficiencies.
I have proficiency in survival, I believe.
Which means you actually have a chance of remembering the path back down the hill that you followed getting up here.
We're just thunking around like idiots. Like, wow, we should
My
really add like
my
a fourth member
survival
to the
is
party, huh?
-1.
I'm assuming you're not proficient in it then.
Yes.
My survival is +1.
Proficiency?
No. I mean, I can.
So this is the end of the campaign where these three idiots get
Lost on
in
a
the
mountain.
and die.
I can send Dave up into the sky to try and like scan and then go that way.
Oh, that's right. Because we had a
You
guide.
had a guide.
Yeah, we had a guide on
Who
the
you
way
just
in.
set on fire.
Yeah, yeah.
I just added some healing potions to my starting gear, and I added the poisoner's kit, which I had proficiency in before anyway. Turns out you can use the poisoner's kit to make poisons. I didn't read that before, so that might be a thing.
What did you think it was for?
Like a kit of already pre-made.
Well,
Oh,
in the stuff it talks about, and it talks about using that to apply poisons to things.
Yeah.
So I thought it was more like it's like swabs and shit for putting it on swords, that sort of thing.
yeah.
But it's that and also making poisons.
Yeah.
So-
I assume it was something as well. Like you would need to do like a survival check to make poisons, and then that's just for applying it.
Well, I got proficiency in poisoner's kit anyway.
Yeah,
So.
that is one of those things of like you do still have to get the ingredients for the poison somehow, but you know how to make poisons and use the poisons kit to make the poisons.
Yeah, you have to have an excuse for like.
It'd be
finding
like
poison
things
check.
to suspend it in and that sort of shit, but you'd need the active ingredients, possibly, or maybe there would be some basic ones that it would include, that sort of shit. But whatever.
Can you roll me a survival? And I'm not going to give you a disadvantage on it because Dave is up top looking.
That's a 6.
All right, so you guys start down the mountain. You basically, you see like there was a sort of a bit of a snowed-in road that sort of led up to the front of the temple. After a bit, you sort of lose where the road is beneath the snow, and you start sort of veering north, and you come to a section which you like looking at it like, I don't recognize this at all, and it seems a lot steeper than something you climbed before. It's not a cliff, but it's definitely not an easy path down.
This is why I have an elk.
I mean, can the elk get down that? Ulrich, can your mount get down there?
I ask it.
You know what can get down there?
A T-Rex?
A mountain goat.
Are you going to turn yourself into a mountain goat?
No, I'm gonna cast.
You get to
Cast
into
No.
was it John Daniel?
I second guess myself because that would actually be even better. Just polymorph is like the answer to all of the questions now. No, Phantom Steed. A large, quasi-real, horse-like creature appears on the ground and occupies space.
Phantom Steed solves all problems,
Yep.
basically.
So
But this one's going to be like a mountain goat.
mountain goat.
And the mountain goes like, "What's up?
I'm gonna make it.
You need a mountain goat?"
I want it to be a Barnacorn.
I just thought it was just gonna be start singing sort of songs, the mountain goats.
I'm gonna make it through this year.
If it kills me.
I don't know what that song is.
Hey Google, play songs by the mountain goats.
Hey Google, stop.
Please don't. I'm not sure if the levels will handle it.
Hey Google, stop. Don't do that.
Why you gotta yuck my arm?
Because I don't want to copyright strike.
Copyright strikes, man. Copyright strikes.
Strike.
we did a parody of it just then. We can't play the real thing. Okay. What's your plan for getting down this side of the mountain? These two are on probably mountain-style creatures.
I'm
one's
dead.
Oh my god, let it go.
I don't know, like, I'm gonna
Shit,
tie
man,
a...
it's been a day.
Like, is there something nearby I can tie a
No,
rope
it
to?
hasn't. It hasn't even been.
It hasn't even been a day.
There's a couple of like the sort of the higher points of a couple
barely
of
been 12
alpine
hours.
trees, like pine trees.
I'll tie a rope to that and then lower down and then get Dave to untie it.
It's been like 3 episodes of Game of Thrones.
All right, athletics.
How strong is Dave at flying? Could you like hold on to Dave? And, like,
No,
No.
That would be cool, though.
it would be really cool, but it would also majorly game breaking.
My athletics is +0, but I got a 10.
Okay. You're sort of climbing your way down. About part way down, you sort of see because you're sort of doing the walk down backwards.
it actually occurs to me, you should probably be on my elk, and I could probably just athletics down.
Too late for that.
Yeah, a bit late now.
You're like halfway down. You're like, hold on a second. We should. Bump, bump, bump. Never mind.
So you're about part way down. You're going down backwards, sort of so looking up the hill, and the cloud cover sort of over the top of where you guys are. Just you see like the clouds just like thickening and darkening, and they sort of start swirling in a mass, just basically directly over the top of you guys. And
Storm's coming in, boys.
So he's going to kill us off, so we have to make new characters as well.
the swirling sort of then sort of just it almost looks like some sort of like elongated like ghastly face forming within the clouds, like these two long eye sockets. You see like the little bit of like the sunlight, but it's like when the sun's shining through like bushfire smoke, and it gets that real orangey red hue to it. You can see like these two eye cavities is lit up with this red cloud.
Fellas, you might want to take a look at the sky.
That's pretty. Oh, Jesus Christ! The fuck happened
Who's Jesus Christ?
Is my housekeeper.
Well, he actually
Jesus
legitimately could
Christus.
exist. I mean, it was during Roman times, and we are technically.
Look, if there's T-Rexes, there was Jesus. All right, I don't know how you could.
Jesus Rex.
Yeah.
Jesus Rex.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. Back to setting like a really cool scene that we totally ruined.
this is fine. You're all sort of looking up and you just hear this like crack of thunder.
Papa?
Papa, can you hear
Pop,
me?
Pop up. And then the clouds just break, and you see like this the first like torrent of like storm rain coming down directly on you,
Okay.
and just like they got the covering of snow across the ground, and just like every one of these raindrops that hits the ground is just like this splash of like crimson hits the ground and like spreads through the snow, and
That's a cool effect.
another one sort of hits over the far side. It's almost like we're talking like big, heavy raindrops. It's like smack hit the ground, splash, and just like this ever increasing like circle of crimson across the
Choppy
snow.
rain.
Is it blood? Is it? Sorry. I'm sorry to like be
Is this
real
your first ever
overt
blood
about
storm?
this, but is this raining blood?
It is
Hallelujah.
raining blood.
Cool. Just really wanted to establish that out loud.
We should probably get out of here.
There's any number of explanations for this kind of thing, guys.
Yeah.
Some bees
There's probably
could
a
get
factory
caught
nearby.
in the upper atmosphere.
Blood bees.
Blood bees.
Yeah. There's probably a factory nearby that,
A blood factory.
A blood factory.
Blood factory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An unfortunate aerial accident of 2 blood bank flights
A flock of geese.
and
And an airplane. Just a flock of geese in an airplane.
okay, this storm like gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and the snow that you guys are going down
This is gonna
is becoming
ruin my
into
soul.
this sort of icy blood slurry.
This is vintage.
And it's all, and you're getting all, like somewhere between like an avalanche and a mudslide beginning to form at the top of that slope.
I'm sorry. Are you feeling okay?
I think you mean.
Is this something that you need to talk about?
I'm not sure you mean mudslide. I think you mean blood slide.
Blood slide.
I was really hoping this would turn into a lightning storm, because then I'd just be like, all right, whatever. But
a
blood storm
a
is
torrent
probably-
of blood storm.
A blood storm would give you pause.
Yeah, it would give me more pause than lightning. Yeah, I guess we should probably get out of here.
I mean, I started booking it when it started raining blood. What were you guys waiting for? I don't know. We'll wait till it gets worse before we worry about it.
This is obviously your first blood storm.
It's that whole thing.
this.
Where you got, like,
Sure, it's
you got, like-
raining blood, but it's just a drizzle.
You got like 100 meters before you get home. It starts to rain, and you're like, I could get my umbrella out, or I could just walk a little bit faster. Oh shit! It's actually fucking raining hard. I'm wet now.
And also, it's blood.
And also,
because
yeah.
Ryan's having a bad day.
I'm not having a bad day. You guys upset the fucking boss of this place.
He's mostly upset because now there's a guy in drag in his court and he doesn't know what to do.
And it's just one of those days. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Whoever's responsible for this.
Okay. Narlag's making his way down his little rope thing. Gets down to the bottom and essentially up to about mid calf, he's got this flow of like this icy blood slurry.
Does there look like that? Like, how far can we see?
Is there anywhere that can is at least sort of undercover?
Yeah, like a
in
cave.
vision.
Yeah.
You just got out of the mountainside. Roll perception.
Just gotta say, if you guys pissed off Strahd, and his response is, "I'm gonna make it rain on you," I think you got off pretty light. If his immediate retribution is like unusual weather,
I mean, it's still unusual weather that could potentially kill
Also,
us.
he's a vampire as well.
Yeah.
So this would be the same as like, you've pissed me off so much, I'm going to sprinkle Mountain Dew on you. Like, all right, weird flex, but okay.
And it's also still a punishment. Like it's It's annoying.
That's actually terrifying. That is like some horrible gothic horror shit. Like then it started raining, Mountain Dew.
What did you roll in your survival? Not survival, perception.
I got a 6.
I got. Oh,
Yeah, you don't see fuck all.
I got 10.
I'm
You're
focused-
in a sort of a you're in a panic.
Yeah.
Because you have a
I'm A,
you have a
lost, and B,
landslide
like,
of blood slurry.
I got 10.
10? Yeah, you're not got much better.
Yeah.
This is not an ideal situation.
I'm not in a panic though.
Sorry?
But
11.
Yeah. You guys go.
Oh god, we're just gonna
in
have
our
to
defense, we're
trudge through the
distracted.
blood snow.
What's your reaction? Because this flow is at about calf length, calf height on you currently, and it seems like it's coming down faster up the hill.
does there look?
Is there like a fallen tree nearby?
Is there a tree?
There's trees.
Is there something that looks like it's like 500 pounds or less nearby?
Very specific question.
Oh, you want to telekinesis something?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna summon another thing.
I want to ride something and fuck out of here.
Oh, you want to do like a log flume?
Yeah.
You can do a fucking log flume.
that
Just
actually
say you want to do. I want to do a log flume.
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty cool.
I want to do a log flume.
Do a fucking log flume.
I'm in on
there's
that shit.
going to be a fucking broken tree you could do. Just do the thing.
This is pretty metal.
That is great.
The entire party on a log flume down a river of blood.
What a fucking image.
Yeah.
That's a fucking metal album cover.
Yeah. While the sky has eyes looking down on us.
Yeah, in like this whole fucking ghastly, snarly face.
Yeah, like this is fucking metal as. Hell yeah. do
It's
that.
this is a metal concert at Disney.
Yeah.
You are going down Blood Splash Mountain.
Yeah, I'm wholly in on this. Yeah.
Blood Splash
If there is
Mountain.
not a tree that is downed, I'm gonna fucking start downing a tree.
Wicked. All right, let's do this.
All right.
Log
One that
flume in a
looks
tree
like it can hold
in a
us.
blood storm.
Yeah.
All right.
I-
You manage. You find a tree that sort of looks like it's been like hit by an avalanche or a lightning strike or something along the. Sometimes it's like one of the ones where it's like cracked most of the way through and fallen like 50-degree angle sort of downwards. Ulrich takes like 3 good swipes at it with his glaive and just slices through the rest of the breakage.
You mean with my lightsaber?
Oh, you're doing the lightsaber on this one? I figured you'd go for
yeah.
Sure.
I mean, let's face
I don't
it.
think
He's
it's
going to
put
use the
that thing
lightsaber for
Yeah.
everything.
Sorry, there's a bit in my head, right? Sorry. Just as an aside, in the Breath of the Wild game, you had like a whole bunch of weapons and they like took damage over time, and then eventually you find the Master Sword, and that doesn't take damage over time, and it's like the best sword in the game. But if you use it on things that aren't like the bad guys in the game, it sort of stops working. And I'm sort of picturing that for your lightsaber. It's like, it's cool if you're wielding it in terms of like striking down evil, but if you're chopping down a fucking tree with it, eventually it's gonna go,
Yeah, but-
nah, man, nah.
You've got to remember.
Dude, man, I got a fucking headache.
You've got to remember, it responds by emotion, and currently my emotion is fueled by the images of us on a log flume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
No, I'm with you.
going down a river of blood.
It was just evoking
It's just-
some Breath of the Wild
I'm just
memories
giving
to
it
me.
pure metal as like. As
No,
its-
it's
as
this is
as
the emotion of a kid on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Whee!
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, log set up, shifted into place with telekinesis, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And you guys are mounting up?
Oh yeah, man,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
not missing out on this.
Yeah.
It's a wizard, a hobgoblin, a dragon, an elk, and a goat.
Oh yeah, your mounts.
Yeah.
I think your mounts are probably going to go away at the point. Or,
I mean, you could try and keep up, or go. Actually, I probably just told it to run.
All right.
run that way.
okay,
Let's fucking go.
this is one way of getting down the mountain. All right.
You go with what you with the hand you dealt.
I'm surprised you didn't try and negotiate with the scary cloud.
I hate that, buddy.
Did he give us?
You all right there? Having a bit of a rough day?
Holy.
All right. You hear a sort of rolling, low level sound coming from up higher on the thing. It looks like a tidal wave of blood at this point. This is the Overlook Hotel sort of. It's got that whole image. Basically, a wave of this.
Aunt Flo came very heavy this year.
Just like telekinesis.
I was wondering who was going to do that one first.
Try and telekinesis the log to like get slightly higher so it's like more ready for the. Let's fucking do
You
this.
could probably try and telekinesis an end, but now that
No,
Now that
between
we're all on
Tree
it,
and all you guys are on it, it's well and truly
I
over
imagine I
500
weigh
pounds.
a lot.
Yeah, fair
You're going to
enough.
be
Alright,
over 200 by yourself.
Let's do this.
Yeah, so you
fucking
managed to
do
sort of like
this.
just poke
Although
one end
with
of it
my
up. So
with my athletics, can I like try and maneuver it in any way?
I think you might want to try and start thinking about some sort of steering mechanism.
Alright,
Okay, if you guys can give me strength saves for the initial hit of the first wave.
You got +3.
You all get
Yeah,
plus
plus 3.
3.
Oh no!
That is not good.
No!
No.
13,
Oh no.
16, minus whatever my...
That's the bad number.
That is the bad number. Bye, guys.
This is when you marry the province yourself.
You can telekinesis yourself.
He's done that thing.
You can?
Yeah,
No.
you
Can
are.
I-
You're an object underneath under 500 pounds.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's just a very awkward version of fly.
I always thought it was one of those things where it's like, no, you can't really do that. But yeah, if I can do that, then fuck yeah. Like, you know,
I mean, can I use athletics to try and help
So
him
fly.
like stabilize or something?
How do you two do?
I got to 17.
15.
Okay, you two basically like grab hold of like a couple of the branches that are sticking out of this thing, like, you know, you get jostled, but you hang on. Narlag is basically, yeah, he's exactly that. He is just flung off the front end. 'Cause I had a funny feeling you went up front.
He's steering.
You don't steer from the front.
I don't know where you I've never been on a log flume.
I would assume middle.
I also don't think there was a time where like, so, who's gonna steer? I think it was more like, ah!
I
Oh,
would
fuck,
think,
fuck, fuck,
I would
fuck,
think the
fuck,
heavy
fuck,
person
fuck,
you
fuck,
probably
fuck.
want in the middle, basically.
Okay, so you're up front because that's where I got you. Because that's the reason.
Yeah, is
You-
there any way I can use athletics to help him?
So you get sort of flung free. And the whole flume is sort of just like beginning to like surge forward, and like you're mid-air, and the flume is moving underneath you with Ulrich following under first, and then you can see why you coming through.
How
What are your
dexterous is your mountain goat?
And the
Is he-
two
is he
mounts,
actually-
the two
is he
mounts
actually,
are
like,
already
Mid-air.
He's mid-air.
Like he's cleared the thing and like he's
He is-
free flown. Like when gravity kicks in, he's coming down. fucking-
in Bloodwave.
I'll just keep
Huh?
myself up with telekinesis.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Okay. Just be like,
Well,
Problem
yeah,
is,
but
I think you're going to get left behind pretty
but
quickly because
you-
telekinesis is only like a 30-foot move around.
yeah. Also,
This thing-
I don't know this, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to try and jump for him,
I
basically.
know, I'm
Do
not
that
saying
thing.
don't try.
You're,
and
you're,
save
you are
me.
first opportunity down the line because it's okay.
Oh yeah, 20, and I got a +7 for my athletics. So
You got you good.
He's basically jumped up and like tackled you in the air and basically come down heavy and like landed, grabbing back hold of the branch that he had, and he's basically got you sort of.
I
he's-
imagine it wasn't gentle either.
Oh, I don't think gentle was an option.
If
I'm
you can
surprised I haven't
breathe,
taken
I
damage.
would be surprised.
But you're basically pinned between log and
a hard
dragon.
place. A very hard place.
And yeah, you've yeah. All right. Steering this thing because it's currently like it is booking it down this hill, and it's sort of like just like sliding backwards and forwards, and every now and then it's sort of like going a little bit too far, sliding to one side, and it's threatening to tip over.
Yeah.
How do you envisage dealing with this?
Trying to use telekinesis to just like go.
All right, so telekinesis in legs.
I imagine if there are any free moments, busily trying to wrap rope around us, like to kind of, essentially trying to wedge in against like branches that are very sturdy, kind of thing, so we can
Trying
actually,
to tie us against the
Yeah,
log
yeah,
so that we
yeah.
don't fall off again.
yeah, essentially, yeah. And if it gets to that point, then yeah, I'm just gonna go. All right, everyone, lean one way or lean the other, and yeah.
All right. Give me a strength check,
Yeah,
and
I
your
imagine it's gonna be
it's
a
a
lot of
strength check
strength.
with the telekinesis as well, I believe, but it uses your magic
I think
ability.
it uses my spellcasting
Yeah,
ability.
but it's essentially I'm looking for a combined total. So give me your totals. If you want to lean in as well. Basically, you're all sort of like leaning to try and steer this thing.
Oh, it's
physically,
strength
like-
check, not
Yes,
a
not a
cool,
save.
Yeah.
This is a check.
I'll physically like throw weight into whatever corner we're leaning into, but I want hands free for like mage handing. Like if there's fucking debris or anything coming at us, branches,
Yep.
swatting that shit away as much as possible.
Okay. So
Oh,
these two roll normally. You roll with disadvantage because you're not
Yep.
adding.
we've
that
already
much in.
clarified that when I activate my shield, it follows like next to me.
I believe so.
Okay, cool. I activate my shield.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yep.
Because worst comes to worst, I surf that fucking thing.
Yes.
So I'm going to activate it, and then it's basically it's
It is. Yeah. Currently, it is just sort of.
Not that I would care
It
if,
is just
like-
fly. It is on your left hand side, just like, it is basically cutting the breeze.
Yeah, it's more actually to kind of protect them because any random debris that comes out, I'm going to ignore that shit. So, but these squishy
Okay, I'll
people,
let you have it float up in front, essentially being like the cow catcher at the front of a train.
yeah,
I got 25.
25. You got 25. You roll the strength check.
yeah,
and
strength
what was
was
yours with
17.
That was a straight strength check.
Yep.
7.
17.
17, 24,
Yeah.
25. Nice. Okay. This sort of turn that you guys are doing, you manage to sort of, lean and get this thing to sort of steer back to center. This is sort of somewhat like Cool Runnings.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the beat.
Okay.
I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother who don't take no crap from nobody.
All right.
I need to see that.
You guys are heading sort of out of the Alpine region and heading into the sort of the heavier forested section. This is where I think Wayu's whole thing's going to get... Oh, God, yes.
We're also covered in blood.
Yeah, you guys are... This is,
Yeah.
you're doing your best carry cosplay.
Narlag turns into a skinny white girl from the Midwest.
With telekinesis powers, so yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are heading into the sort of the thicker forested area. Still snow cover. It's
I
still
probably had a shitty
riding the
religious
crest of Bloodwave Mountain.
I mean, it's reactionary at this point, isn't it? Like, what do we...
Yeah, I don't think we're like making decisions.
Yeah.
Bouncing off the environment and its place.
Yeah.
Cool.
How do you see yourselves dealing with the thicker tree lines?
Can I interest anyone in screaming and panicking?
I imagine I've given very little thought to it other than, all right, turn left, turn right, or like, yeah.
Can you turn around? There's that thing sitting on top of the red thing. Yes, that please.
I was like, the sock?
Yes, the sock. What's in the sock?
What's in the sock? Oh, a timer. Oh, I remember the timer. Okay.
I'm instantly panicking. I instantly don't know anything that is happening. Oh God!
How fast are we moving? Like
Very.
estimated.
Minimum 120 feet per round.
Okay.
You are booking it.
Ulrich, do you think you can keep on steering this?
Yes, sure.
Excellent.
Shaking head. Yes.
All right, just gonna try and telekinesis.
'Cause what
just,
I've been doing so
push
far
as
is
many
steering.
things as possible out of the way.
Okay. What are you doing?
I think I made it clear that I was screaming and panicking.
Cool. Give me strength checks
23.
from him. You're screaming and panicking, as you said, and you're steering.
Not good.
23.
It's going to be an 8.
23.
Not good for me either.
Jesus.
Okay.
I roll badly.
So the two of you are you're screaming and steering somewhat,
Sure.
just leaning or just panicking. All right.
I forget spells are a thing.
You manage to sort of get. You can't push away any like the larger trees, but you are managing to sort of clear out a line where any of the smaller shrubbery or anything like that is. And you're basically just trying to make a single sort of chute to go down. These guys here, the whole thing is beginning to drift off to with the back end drifting off to the left. Neither of you guys did particularly well, did you?
No.
You guys, what you see first is like basically you got this massive sort of like an older pine tree, one that hasn't really suffered from like constant snow. It does manage to get something during the thaw. It's just sort of like drifting into the left hand side, and
We got
the back end. Well, sorry, the whole thing sort of drifts and hits around out the center, just behind you. You basically like T-bone or basically like drift sideways into this massive pine tree. Strength saves for the three of you to try and hang on
We are tied to the log now as well, yeah?
with advantage then.
Alright, cool.
Oh, that's a 20.
Son of a bitch!
We both rolled ones.
I got 2 1s.
Oh wait, with advantage you said.
Yeah.
Who's it roped on?
I got it.
That's not much better.
Like, we've got advantage on this, and I got 2 fucking 1s.
I mean, I didn't get a 1 this time, but I didn't do that much better.
Okay.
I got a 20, and you got 2 1s, and he got a 1. That seems unlikely.
I got to 10.
Okay. You are
Long off.
quite badly. Why you managed to grip hold of this. You could grip hold of this log. The rope's helping you out, and the whole log is just like doing this whole pirouetting spin further down the hill. Ulrich, you managed to keep your grip, but you're now only sort of like hanging on, like the ropes and everything around that were strapping around your legs. One of them is snapped in the process, and you're essentially dragging behind the log as it's spinning down. As far as it goes for Narlag, you go flying into a set of trees.
I'm gonna try and catch myself at the top of one of the trees.
I think the tree caught you more likely. That is
I'll-
13 damage.
Ow.
Bludgeoning. And you are partway up a pine tree. Sort of caught, you've basically caught against one of the outwards facing branches, and it's caught you sort of right in the solar plexus. You are wrapped over this, like arms over the top, legs dangling below, winded to all hell.
And I assume blood.
Blood
flowing-
wave is now just like flowing down below him.
Okay, but it's not pushing him against the tree at all.
No, he is
Okay.
he's above the wave line, but he is up in a tree, winded, damaged.
And I'm still on the thing.
You're on the thing getting dragged behind.
I'm going to jump and try and get to him.
You're getting dragged behind because you're partly roped on still. Like one of the.
I rip the rope off.
I'm gonna do some damage first. You take 12. And then strength check to break the rope.
Oh, I did a concentration check on the telekinesis, by the way.
Okay.
I got an 8 plus whatever my save is, which is like, I think, another plus 8, so...
That's con.
Yeah.
So whatever your con is.
Yeah.
And you'll be out of reach of his thing at this point.
Yeah.
So
Well, I have to reach a minimum 10, and I've
Okay, yeah.
gotten well past that.
18
18.
on my strength check.
Yep. So you tear that rope, and what are you trying to sort of?
So I'm still in the water. Well, let's classify it as water. How far up is he? Like, or how far away?
He's up about 30 feet up. Oh no, 20 feet up. 30 feet would be ridiculous. But he's also about 20 feet behind you now because you guys have sort of started spinning down the hill as he got caught by one of the.
How much of that is the length? Is any of the length of the?
You want to run down the
Yeah.
You could probably knock another
I mean,
10
like,
feet off that.
You're 20 feet away, yeah?
How thick is
Can
the
I
tree?
just telekinesis him to me?
Let's do this as a
Yeah, but I want
combination
to.
of things.
Yeah. How thick is the tree?
We're talking a decent sized pine tree.
Okay.
You want to try and run along and then leap?
And then get out my weapon and use it to basically catch into the tree.
All right, let's do that thing.
So like kind of like an axe, like when you hit
Yeah.
an axe into a tree and then like hold it there. Yeah.
Yep.
Probably my glaive because
It's longer.
it's longer and
it's more
has
like
more
an
of an
axe.
axey. Yeah.
All right, roll me the athletics for the jump because this is not one you can just do naturally.
17.
17. All right, so you sort of pull yourself up onto this this
then
log
run-
and like doing the whole. This is a Mission Impossible scene, straight up.
Yeah.
You're
If there
running
was going to
down-
be any of it that involved me going along the water, I was going to grab my shield and like surf it. But
then you make so you run that distance, make the leap, and then roll me an attack roll with the glaive.
11 plus +7?
I think it's +8 now.
Oh, well, no, I think it was +6 before, so, wait, actions. It's plus, yeah, so 18.
18. Okay, so you managed to like swing. You're leaping like
Yeah,
glaive
using both,
over
yeah.
the top of the over the top of the thing, like flying through the air, like doing the whole leaping strike. Swing the glaive into the side of the tree that Narlag's in, and like bites into the side of the thing, bites into the trunk of the tree,
And
you sort of like
partially
take one half of Mitch's body off. No, you basically like then slam into the trunk of the tree, like hanging one sort of two-handed off this glaive handle, and then like bang, you hit bodily into the thing.
This
Uh,
scenario was made for my character.
You are spinning down the hill, like every so often, like it's basically like spin, like hits another tree, spin. You can give me another strength save.
That's another 20.
Holy shit!
That's 2 20s in a row.
Jesus,
I'm not even
we've rolled
fucking
ones and you're rolling 20s.
kidding. Yeah, I got all the 20s.
Okay. The sort of the bumper cars ride that you're having at this point here, you're getting jostled back and forth, but managing to hold yourself on. Just the sheer thickness of this forested area here, the wave of this sort of avalanche slurry is starting to really sort of dissipate a lot of the energy of it, and the whole log is sort of like slowing down to the point where it's now just gonna start sort of listing over and like just rolling over itself and come to a stop.
Yeah.
But you're probably another sort of, at this point, at least 200-300 yards down the hill.
You're also the only one on the log now.
You're the only one on the log. The two mounts have actually made it down.
Nice.
They're actually fine.
Yeah.
Just hold on, ride it out. Finally come to like a bump.
Yep.
Stop.
And it's just like this flow, but it's just like a mud flow at this point. It's just like it's blood, tree matter, and all the bits and pieces is like sort of sludging its way down down sort of either side of the log that you're sitting on. Is like hanging on. It's like that was fucked up.
And then they're like gyms to camera. Bloody hell.
All right,
I get it, like the blood.
Team Tree.
Slide whistle noise.
Yes, Team Tree. We are here and alive.
You are so basically you're sitting there like struggling to get your breath back because you are being
climb up.
severely winded. Below you can sort of just see like the last of the sort of the avalanche just sort of flow and slow beneath you, and it's just everything sort of starts to sort of settle into a new equilibrium of bloody snow beneath you.
You know, it occurs to me that like regularly watering the land with blood might be slightly better fertilizer than water.
Yes,
This might be good for agricultural reasons. Like blood and bone is.
that's
used-
what. Like,
Anyway.
this is your first thought while you are winded in a
I-
tree after getting launched off a log flume of your own
I
creation.
climb up my
Athletics me up a roll.
I climb down.
19.
19. So you're sort of making your way up towards the thing to check in on Narlag. Meanwhile, Narlag is sort of just like recovering that last breath and starting to sort of pull
Pretty much,
himself
I just
properly
need to
onto the-
get to you. As soon as I touch you, you're going to be healed. So then I'm going to tell you to get on my shoulders.
Okay. Why?
How far down?
20 feet is what I said.
Superhero landing.
1 point of damage just from the because that's what that is.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
With
All
another dude on your shoulders.
Yeah. You weigh probably less than my armor.
And okay, for the next sort of, I'm going to say like 20 minutes, you guys are just like trudging through. This is like thick, soupy, blooded snow. That's and yeah, there's like there's sharp shards of like broken tree and all sorts of bits and pieces that have like mixed up with it. So it's hard going. Getting down towards the bottom of the hill, you basically come to a site of Wayu, sort of perched up on top of the remnants of the log flume.
By that point, I assume you prestidigitation all the.
Yeah, I am.
So you're perfect.
I am
Yeah,
completely
you're just like
fine.
waiting, going, "Come on, where have you guys been?"
Like leaning back and go, "Why'd you get off?"
And your
the
your two
entire
mounts.
way we're trudging there, I'm doing the same thing as well.
and the two mounts are sort of sitting there. It's like one's the mountain goat is just sort of like standing next to you. Your elk is just like picking around trying to find something to eat.
The mountain goat is
It's a celestial
pretend
being.
eating
Does it need to eat?
an illusion can. Because that makes why you laugh.
Does a celestial
Like it's
being
biting
need to
it
eat?
and it's going through it. It's like,
Okay. Dave basically just tried to keep up. His max
he's just
flight-
I
watching
can
all
just,
this.
just like poof poof back. He's back where we are now.
Okay.
We need Dave to be able to take like photos, basically, like be our mobile camera, because that would have been like,
Oh,
pretty-
yeah.
we would have had some pretty cool overhead shots.
And they'll only charge you like $7 a photo at the end of the ride.
yeah,
why he's like lifting up his robe.
There's like people that are there like trying to play like Scrabble. I love the photos from Splash Mountain that people do. They're great. All right. At this point now, you're below the normal snow line. Obviously, the new snow line has been established in the last 5 minutes. But yeah, you.
I just turn to look at you guys and go, "That was pretty baller, right?"
Oh, definitely, definitely.
With Dave flying above the tree line, you can see just in the distance, probably about 2 miles away, just like the thin lines of campfire smoke coming from a more cleared area, and at a gut feel, that's probably the Vistani camp that you near the Dusk Elves.
Does it
camp.
matter?
It's a
Even if
camp.
they were bad guys, like who gives a fuck at this point?
Like
It's-
they're probably
Yeah.
not that far from a road anyway. Let's head that way.
there's a campfire.
I think like
Even if we have to murder all of them, like let's just go.
yeah, the like there is just like a deep need to just like we just gotta go find like people and tell them what the fuck we just did because that was so cool.
yeah.
Okay.
But in really demure, like good
Yeah,
downplay.
it was just like
Heroes
red-
don't
red
look at
blood.
explosions. Yeah.
Yeah, because that is exactly how Ulrich is. He doesn't make a big deal about any of the shit he's done.
Oh,
Okay.
he thinks he's demure.
Dave also takes a moment to sort of look at the skyline. And what you spot as well is that whole storm effect that happened has just cleared away. That is gone. There's no sort of evidence of any sort of thicker storm clouds. Nothing.
But the blood's still there.
Well, the blood's well and truly still there, but the clouds that have created it has sort of drifted back out to the regular overcast day of Barovia.
Gonna need a shit ton of club soda.
And then a new set of clouds form over and just rain club soda.
It's also a lot of big waste of blood.
I think it's actually
Like I said,
white.
it's good fertilizer.
You need
No,
white
no,
blood
it's just-
to get rid of
Oh, what?
This is this is Strahd's fasting day,
Ah, yeah.
and he just needed to get rid of it because it was in the fridge and it was going to be off by tomorrow.
I mean, I've done that.
The blood.
No,
So,
just getting rid of
Ross, thanks for letting us have this session in your house.
No worries.
It's only 6:30 at
it.
this
Should
point.
really play D&D. I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, you'd really get into it.
I'm dead.
All right, for the next
Hold on,
hour
hold
or
on.
so, you guys.
I rolled a 4. I'm still dead.
That is your still death save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we just happen to meet a rogue at the Vistani camp?
You
Sup?
takes you, takes you about an hour hiking through the section of the wilderness, and you pop out into a clearing, which is about 600 yards sort of south of where the Dusk Elves camp was, and you know that a little bit up the hill is where the Vistani camp is, and beyond that, Valaki.
See, I knew where I was going.
completely clean ourselves off, take the appearance of the elf dude that I was before.
Okay.
I'm not going to bother pretending the voice anymore,
Okay.
because Yol just kept on giving me so much shit for that.
Yeah, that's great.
Making your way to the Dusk Elf camp then?
Yeah.
Okay. Making your way towards that there, getting towards the edge of the town and, well, the encampment. You come across two people that are guarding a similar situation as was when you first came along. They are different elves than before. It is a different shift, different day.
Say,
Is it-
yo.
Hello there. My name is Narlag. This is my compatriots, Em and Ulrich.
We're here like how long?
Like a week.
Yeah, it's about
Oh, yeah.
4 or 5 days at this point, yeah.
Yeah, we're here about a week ago. You might remember us.
Yeah, do you recognize us? Because you all look the same.
Are you the ones that went off with Casimir?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
On
Casimir doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't
Who,
doesn't ring a bell.
who would be
No, he was the guy that got killed. Remember? Like by that vampire.
Ulrich?
Yeah.
Shush. Who is in?
Wait, he's dead?
who's
Yeah,
in,
didn't you-
in charge?
I know,
while
killed
he's
by-
not here?
yeah.
Mr. Whatever.
Yeah, didn't you hear
Casimir's-
me? Yeah, I thought I just said he got killed by a vampire.
I was gonna try and break the news to their leader so that they could break the news to the rest of the people
Casimir
here.
was their leader.
Casimir was our leader.
Whoever was the second in command then, whoever Casimir
Break the
would've-
good news to the second in command.
No, but it's okay.
Congratulations on your promotion.
It's
Wonderful
okay.
news for
Casimir
you.
knows he's dead, so it's fine. They seem okay with it. Like, look at them. Look at their faces. I don't know. All their faces look the same.
Jesus. When did this party get so racist against elves?
It's so horrible when he says it.
How did it happen?
A
There-
vampire. Like,
He's not joking. A vampire attacked him and broke,
Kinda ripped
smashed. He smashed his face in and then drank his blood and flew away.
Some timing issues, but that's fairly accurate.
It was a vampire at a point.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm also skipping the part where we killed him and then he came back to life. But you know,
well, you were becoming a vampire. So, you know.
Can
Yeah,
you
and then I
take
did
us to
funeral
the
rites and then we
leadership
left.
of
Is
the
that-
village?
Come on, I need you to tell this to...
Casimir too.
Casimir Jr.
Kosimir, Kosovo,
Stop.
kombucha.
Yeah, I feel like he said stop.
I run with kombucha now, I guess.
Where's Casimir
Seems
Jr.?
you're coming up with a name.
I was going to say, is there a listing in there for Casimir's second in command after he gets killed?
By a party member. And you know what? No.
No.
Weirdly,
It's
no.
weird.
No one thought that was going to happen.
The helpful guide, no.
Helpful guide is, what the fuck is wrong with your players? Jesus. Do you need to talk to someone?
If they fucking do this, then the next guy's called Kombucha because fuck him.
But yeah, they lead you through to one of the other hovels that are sort of nearest to where Casimir's was, and knock on the door, and it's like,
There's a nameplate on the door.
Is his name Steve?
no, I'm not saying straight up. It's gonna be kombucha because that's what you put out there. That's
Love
you fucking dickheads did this.
Well, it's on yourself.
I mean, I'm not upset with that.
Okay, I am a little bit. But yeah, so you know, the guard knocks on the door and signals for you to head on in, and there is
And talk to kombucha.
Yep. And yeah, this looks younger than what Casimir was, but similar sort of dress and garb. What's going on?
We were
kombucha.
here a week ago, remember? Like, yeah.
I have some grave news about Casimir.
And he's
Unfortunately,
sort of like-
Quite literally, actually.
He just takes like a step backwards and sort of sits heavily down into a chair in this room. Is like,
It's less grave news, more funeral pyre news.
how did it happen?
He was.
Did he suffer?
He was killed almost instantly. A vampire managed to infiltrate our circle whilst we were in the temple and killed him, and then fled.
I thank you for bringing this news.
Now you may never leave.
He is
I would
safely in the arms of Mars now.
We've conducted proper burial rites, or at least as proper as we know.
I think that's all we need from you now.
Very well.
If you could please leave.
All right.
See ya.
Congratulations on your promotion. I don't say that. I do not say that.
Stone fucking cold, man.
Here is a fruit basket. Please speak with Joy in HR for your new badge and parking space.
We collected up enough to make 2 fruit baskets, but we ate the other one.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Here's a bottle of booze.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I saved an
Wait.
ear.
I'll give kombucha some fermented alcohol.
Okay, on your way out of the town, call it a town. You Narlag, catch the eye of a couple of the dusk elves that were off a little bit off to the side, and you see them sort of like rushing up to you as like, you're the ones that gave us the basket.
Yes, I am.
That booze.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
That was great. You got some more?
Of course I do. I'll just provide you some pamphlets, and I need some gold as well.
We're going to
as
save the
compensation.
entire realm from being fed on by vampires to just all being addicted to meth.
No, it's cocaine. I wanted it very clear that I want it to be cocaine.
Okay.
Because cocaine is radical and made the 80s happen. And meth makes people steal stuff from Bunnings.
So meth then.
Yeah.
You see, the one that's talking to you is like you can see like there's dark circles under his eyes, and the other one behind is just like doing the like clutching the left arm and sort of like hugging themselves slightly.
You're
It's
such an asshole.
Just like holding they're sort of around their sort of bicep area of their arm is like gripping tightly against their arm. It's like, what? Come on.
Yeah?
You know, in that way, someone does when they're totally just having a great time on cocaine.
Well, when they're coming off cocaine. Yeah, like, I sell them a bottle. Like, what was the price we agreed on for this
I
bottle?
don't think we ever actually did.
I think it's a seller's market right now, though. I believe that is the whole crux of your little operation is to get to this point and be like, all the gold.
Yeah, so
Yes. Yeah,
just
as
as an aside,
much gold
so,
as they'd be willing to spare, and also, like...
Set the number.
100 gold?
Sweet Jesus Christ, man.
So just as an aside, Ross, what are you doing while he's getting the entire realm addicted to coke?
I'm dead.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah.
And
100 for a bottle.
I can be persuaded to sell it to you cheaper, but there is a
Go on.
price to pay for that.
Are you doing this out of our earshot?
Yes.
Okay.
Think about it. Mm-hmm.
And like I put like I get out a piece of parchment with like the symbol of your Goldenak and like some writing on how to worship.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
You're gonna need some eyes.
And I hand that to them, and I'm like, that'll be 50 gold.
The two of them sort of like turn around and do like the huddle of two. They got their arms around each other and just like whispering back and forth. And then they both sort of like pull like coin pouches off their belts, and you hear them sort of pour coins together as a. And they shake it. And the one that's been negotiating with you the first time was like, "We've got 40,"
I'll take it.
and he sort of.
Surprised
Was
you
it?
didn't ask them to steal from their mothers or something. Yeah.
Oh, that comes later. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they
That's
just
what
they
your
just gave you
gold
all
is.
their gold.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
next time,
Yeah.
That's
It's
what you-
all
that-
everyone else has got.
That's what your Goldenak is going to tell them to do.
And you hand over the bottle, and they sort of instantly like thump, pull the cork, and they're like taking a swig each, and you just like see them both like visually relax.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they're like,
Parchment.
you are all right.
Thank
Such
you
a-
so much.
Oh, I just
Such
realized.
such a neutral thing to do.
Yeah, the evil, the evil that my order had sent me to here to stop teaming up with Strahd. I just realized who it must be now.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just so neutral of you. I don't know.
I mean, there's also like the
And they
whole
sort of,
village that I gave 3 bottles to.
These two sort of like arms over each other's shoulders, just like wander off together off into the to the side where they were before, and you guys are free to leave the village.
So you're turning them from vampire bait into zombies.
No, not zombies.
Junkies.
Yeah,
Not that much different.
there's a slight difference.
It's not that much better.
Junkies are still sometimes capable of rational thought.
Okay.
So zombies.
What?
Heading up the hill.
Hey,
Running up that hill.
what's Rin doing?
We've done this joke already.
I know, but we should do it more because you need to do more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let me be the one that judges on that time.
So
okay?
as you
I
catch up,
I got the comedy timing for that running joke down, and
As you-
I'll trot it out when this time.
You sure about that?
Yes.
as Nala catches up to the rest of the party, I say to him, "Oh, so what were those two guys after? Like, what did they want?"
Oh, they just wanted me to sell them some more booze.
Okay. Yeah, they looked a little bit distressed, and then yeah. Okay.
I make a very high quality product.
Must be. Yeah.
You guys are making your way up the hill, and you can sort of just as you're getting towards the crest of it, you see sort of the higher colours of a Vistani camp. We've got the caravans parked around in a circle. Sitting on a log as a sort of a lookout for the camp is one of the men of the group, and he's sort of spots you coming up. He's like, "Have you shifted back into Narlag form?" Yeah. Is that me or what's it got?
That's me.
You boys,
Howdy.
you were the ones that came in with the. Oh shit! I've forgotten their names.
Wait, are these the Vistani that gave us the prophecy, or the ones that didn't dislike those ones?
These are the ones that you guys.
These are the ones that we helped hang that dude for.
Yeah, but wasn't there a group that hated like the other group or something like that? Wasn't there a group of Vistani that disliked another group of Vistani?
Yeah.
Yeah, was that
Oh.
this group?
Well, we've only met 2 Vistani groups, and I'm pretty sure this is them.
Alright.
This
These
is
were the iffy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
the-
so sure about it.
Because if they were the ones that told us about the prophecy, I was going to tell them about the sword, but if they're not, then I'm not.
yeah. You're the ones that are.
No one told you shit about the prophecy. You didn't meet those first ones.
Yeah, but you guys told me that the Vistani...
Yeah, but you didn't meet those ones.
Yeah, so it's... Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I
yeah.
would have assumed that you've asked like, oh, those ones. I was like, no.
You're the boys that Lovash and Aragal met up with in Valky, right?
Those are real names.
Those are names, yes.
Oh yes, we helped them with some frontier justice.
For,
Yeah, love handles and
Lovash.
Ash Ketchum. Yeah.
Lovash and Aragal. You turd. I think those boys wanted to offer you some sort of reward for. I don't think they had the opportunity because I think funerals were being organised for.
Doing
dear
good
girl.
deeds is enough reward for us. Let us go.
Oh, it's
Come on in. It's breakfast time. Come on.
I mean, like we got a favor from them already,
and they
that
want
was
to
like,
give you more.
yeah. Can I roll insight on that?
I mean, I'm not going to say no to food.
And that's a 13, I think, +1.
Either way, you are.
+5.
You're a little off put by how enthusiastic this guy is to invite you in.
You
It
didn't get
is.
them addicted
It
to
does
anything,
seem.
did you?
No.
No, they were very clear about drinking their own booze.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something off about what he's off about the offer. It does seem a little bit little bit weird.
We're fine, thank you. I mean, we already accepted your hospitality once before, and you gave us the favor of leading us towards the elf village.
What time of day is it?
Morning, early morning.
Okay, then yeah, we've still got a long day of travel ahead of us.
Where are you heading?
That way.
Wait, is that you asking?
No, that's the Vistani
That
gentleman
way.
asking. If you're just going to Valaki, that's like 20 minutes. You can stop in for 5 minutes for at least say hello. You wouldn't want to be rude.
That way.
What was your name?
You just said his
Alexei.
name's Valaki.
Telepathically, something's definitely up. I'm sure you guys are aware.
I agree. These guys do seem very suspect.
Hey, goody.
All right. What did you do?
What do you do?
I keep the cart moving on.
Oh, you picked the cart back up again. Of course, the cart was at the elf village.
Yeah, that's why we had to go to the elf village.
True. Otherwise, you wouldn't have at all. You start making your way past.
You didn't give the cloak back to that elf that you
I was
borrowed
wondering
it
whether that
off.
was going to happen.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I did remember that bit.
Also, I have like some immunity to cold now from the frost staff, so it's completely fucking unnecessary that I still have this. But you know,
You like it?
that's it. That's really all I have.
It
though.
smells
The
nice.
possession of valuable items is a thing that you cherish.
Yeah, guy was like a little bit of a dick about it. Like, it's with their wives. I don't care, man. Give me the fucking code.
I'm going to go up in the mountain as an escort to your leader. Just give me your fucking
You
coat.
have to make it about him.
Okay. You guys start sort of moving to go further up the hill towards Valaki, and the cart sort of trundles past, and you just hear this sort of like whistle.
All right, turn around, cast a spell.
All right, what's the spell?
Had a whistle.
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah.
Come on.
No,
Or
ready. I'm gonna turn around and ready a spell.
Okay.
I should say.
Is that because everyone just called you on your bullshit?
No, I did actually mean to say I'm readying a
yeah,
spell
yeah.
because
What are
like
you- what are you
there
readying?
might just be like, "Oi, come back here," or there
Summon
might
Cthulhu.
be. Like,
Clearly, that's what. he
yeah, that
always
was
does.
what.
Mind
it was gonna
witness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be. No, it wasn't gonna be a mind witness.
Yeah, it was going to be some other tentacle.
Oh yeah, it
monster.
was. Yeah. Well, because we're higher level now, I can summon one more thing.
Is it another tentacled monstrosity?
No, yeah, technically.
Well, while he figures out what abomination he's going to bring into the world,
So the whistle, a whistle happened.
yeah.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, the whistle goes. It's like, and you hear it sort of yell out. It's like, Loesch, Aragel, the boys are back,
In turn.
and they don't want to take off your hospitality.
Yes, Sansa and Arya are very, yes, they do seem very suspect. I think we should leave this place now.
In front of the cart, because basically your camp is here, road sort of goes alongside it. You caught the guard here, he's whistled out. As you've trundled past, you see the two gents that you are
Lobo and
recognize?
Aragato.
sort of step out, as well as at least half a dozen of the other men of the camp, and they all sort of step out in front of the thing, and just like crossing their arms. Like, where's the hospitality?
It's right behind you, fellas.
All right. What's you got?
I got an Otyug.
Oh, really?
Yes. There's 12 dudes.
They're all squishy.
No.
Tough.
They're all squishy
No.
commoners.
You casting a spell?
Nothing has happened yet.
Yeah, they haven't
Yeah.
actually done anything.
I mean, like, fuck's
What does
sake.
that? What does that look like when you
like,
do that? as
it-
well? Like, what does that?
I feel like.
I mean,
that's
like,
a
are you
little
going to
bit-
try and counter it?
If you were doing that in like there's a hand gesture and like a vocal component to it, then yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
So they're
definitely tell that
blocking
I'm
our-
casting a
They're
spell.
blocking our path.
Yep.
I
Straight up.
will, make a pointed get off my horse, prepare the shield. Actually, just activate the shield.
Yep.
Grab the thing in one hand, not like pointed at them, but grab my
As soon as
My
you're doing that, you
swishy
sort of
sword.
see the group behind. You've got the two main guys at the front that are just sort of there standing there cross-armed. All the rest of them around, they sort of just start like drawing all their various weapons from around them. Like they've got clubs and swords and so forth. And it's got this. It's got a whole sort of Gangs of New York lineup sort of feel to it. They're looking pretty surly.
It's a bunch of
Jets and
peasants.
sharks.
I think you're doing West Side Story, not Gangs
I'm
of
going
New York.
to essentially. I'm going to walk my horse,
Yep.
and I'm going to continue walking.
When you're a jet all the way.
Quite,
I say pointedly at you. I don't think this bunch of peasants actually really has a chance. They'll at least 90% of them will probably die fairly quickly. So what should we do with the rest?
As you're sort of walking up to the group to sort of push through, as Lavash is like, "You were talking about taking down the devil. Something about collecting a prophecy."
yeah, we did mention that.
You did. I think someone was trying to tell everyone to shut up at a point, but
Or is that information that we shouldn't have like randomly passed on to people because sometimes people have like their own agency and may do some of that information? What of it?
I continue to walk.
you just wait here. Just stop.
Are they getting in my way?
Oh yeah.
I mean, my horse is large, so
Yeah,
they're not.
I get that.
Yeah, okay.
Gentlemen, we have a very short amount of time before the
You're right about that.
the giant dragon kicks off, and this one brings some horrible thing from a hell dimension, and I just fucking leave all of you to it. If you have a point that doesn't involve just your bloodshed, can
I
you
bring
get to
my
it
arm
real
up
quick?
and point at them because my sword weighs nothing, and pointing at them with a sword that can just extract from it. I'm
Oh, you're
attacking.
you're doing the lightsaber in the face, but like, and then activating.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a look. Okay.
and with full intimidation,
You should roll intimidation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have a good intimidation.
which should actually be higher now because
You're also like a charisma bot, so
ooh yeah.
Can you roll me a perception?
me.
Yes, you. While he's doing this.
You're dead.
But I'm dead, Ryan.
Is he though?
19.
19.
Do you
On
want to
my
know what do you
intimidation.
want to know what my passive perception is?
Is it obscene?
It's 20.
Right.
But I'll roll it.
Your passive.
Well, that was less.
my
So
passive
20 then.
perception
So 20.
is 9.
He's got the whole double thing. It's a rogue thing.
It's a rogue thing.
They're good at seeing things.
Well, they're good at doing things. One of these things that he's
You're
good at
sort
doing.
of like perched up in a tree across the way, and you're watching a Vistani camp that you have had your eye on for quite some time. They're ones that have been known to sort of rough up a few of the locals if need be. They're not the same as Madame Ava's.
So I've been casing
you-
these guys for a
You-
while.
You sort of keep an eye on them when they're sort of getting up in the morning. You're watching their movements. You're basically seeing who gets up when, who's on. Basically, you're lining up who's on sentry, who's the weak links, and now you're seeing this situation with
An
a
armored
large
tank.
armored dragonborn walking up and basically holding his sword out in front of Lavash, who you know by name.
who I would like just tower over.
You're about a good foot over him.
Yeah.
And the sword is made of light.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sword's made of light.
Sorry, we didn't go over this. I know some stuff about these guys as well, right? Or
Bits and pieces.
bits and pieces. But I recognize these guys as
You've seen them around.
Okay.
You
I imagine there aren't too
You-
many tank dragonborns around.
You saw the impromptu parade through Valaki. That was a whole thing that you definitely saw that. That was an
remember
event.
that. That was fun.
You heard of the attack on
And
the
so
on the
pointless.
chapel. You know the
so I like
you are aware of them and some of their exploits.
cool. Cool. All right.
We have exploits.
I say to them, which of you tiny, I guess you're elves, wish... Oh, wait, no, they're not elves, are they?
They're human.
They're human. Oh, well...
You know what?
Elves,
That was
human.
actually better.
Yeah,
Go with
elves,
that anyway.
human, whatever you are. Which of you fleshy meatbags want to die first? And how many of you will die before you let me walk through? Because I'm fairly sure I can destroy all of you. And then there's these two.
I have to make it
Okay.
very clear. He's not threatening you. He's literally just asking that.
Yeah,
He really does just want to know how much time it's going to take him to
He's-
kill all of you and then
He's
leave.
definitely not joking.
Yeah.
Okay. At that point there, from the sort of the small crowd
Oh,
behind...
I also
Elbashan
rolled
and Aragorn-
19 on my intimidation.
Oh, you got that.
Just a little pea comes out.
Just a
Uses
little
a,
pea.
like a good sort of fist-sized rock comes flying out of that group in your direction.
I do what I...
It misses,
Oh,
but then
I was really hoping it would hit.
Skip.
Eva for brick at him.
with that, rolling for initiative. Because shit is going down now.
15.
Oh, dang.
Dave got a 5. No, I got a 12.
I assume we're not going to be doing the fight? Or is it going to be a really quick fight?
We started late, so I was going to roll through. So
Oh, yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah.
Dave got a 5, was it?
Mhm.
Ulrich,
15.
15. Why are you?
Also 15.
Also 15.
I got a 24.
24.
Yeah, I would be surprised if you ever got
Alright.
lower than any of us, really.
So,
So right now I'm hidden.
you are hidden.
Cool.
Is that important for some reason?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if someone who was encased in metal walked up to me, they were several feet taller than me, pointed at me, and then a beam of light just came and was next to my face, I would probably run away or at least poop myself.
Well, yeah, but you don't live in a D&D world.
True.
If someone
And
actually
you
did
also
that to
don't
you,
know what.
you would have freaked out long before then because any part of that would
Oh,
be
yeah.
ridiculous
Well,
in
yeah,
the world in
'cause-
which we live.
Well, yeah, because he's also scaled and
From my vantage point, there's a bunch of them in front of them, right?
Oh, there's a bunch
Are
of
there
them
any of
in
them
a line.
circling around behind?
There's a guard that they went past, and
Yep.
there is a couple of them that are circling around behind.
I think from my hidden spot where I'm at,
Yep.
I will take a pot shot at one of the ones circling around behind.
All right, do it.
I'm thinking this like I've had it with these fucking guys, and just seeing this and making a snap decision.
I mean, I'm also fine with you two sitting this one out if you guys want. Seriously. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll from my hidden spot. Do I get advantage on?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So 18, 10. So that is a 27.
Yep.
To hit. This plus 6.
Damn.
Man, this 10.
You've gone
18.
from one character that rolls ridiculous amounts of dice to another character that rolls ridiculous.
26 damage.
26 damage. Okay, so this single bolt sort of just whistles out from the tree line, and you had the one guard that was sort of sitting there that first talked to these guys and whistled out for the help, and then the two that sort of came around from the camp behind the thing. The one that's further back just all of a sudden bolt in eye socket, just and just drops,
Nice.
and sort of silently drops behind, just collapses.
And I will sort of displace myself and sort of take up a new vantage point within the tree.
Yep.
And hide.
Yep.
As a bonus action. A lot.
More than 20.
You do that thing.
28.
It's kind of come off a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that happened last time.
Yeah. I don't know what you want me to do about it.
Just try and stick it back on.
Yeah, just,
I mean,
No, I mean just stick it back on the thing and we'll sort it out.
we haven't got that much longer. Okay, so you are hidden again. Why are you?
Do we see any of that?
No, it's behind you.
You might hear somebody gurgle and fall over. The thing is, when you make an attack, you're instantly revealed. You're not hidden as soon as you make an attack. So that's
Yep.
why, moving and rehiding
Yep.
is a thing.
there is a special feat you can get where it's like you stay hidden if your attack misses, but it's that's
Wait.
whatever.
Ostensibly, that guy died, and he doesn't know who hit him, but there's other people around.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't hit again. So
So what is the how many guys we're dealing with? What sort of the layout? They're sort of clumped together.
It's a pretty decent clump together.
How many in a line?
If you got around the side of it, you probably get 7 or 8 of them in one single breath.
how many of them? In a
That's pretty
sphere?
much what I'm gunning for
Sorry?
at this point as well.
Oh. Oh wait,
I'm
if you go one
somewhere
side,
else.
on the other, and like.
Then we
Hey,
would
I'm
be
not
aiming
dead
directly
anymore.
at each other, as opposed to if we like stood side by side.
Well, if you did it first and I did it second, then we can.
That is going to be the layout for this. Trying to get all of them into one sort
this-
of.
As it currently stands, there's 2 behind you. One is on the ground, probably just a little bit out of sight because it was sort of coming around the sides of the caravans. So from your vantage point, you could see him, but from these guys, I don't think they can even see where the body landed.
Yeah, look at this point. So the ones in front of me, there's like how many?
I like this. I'm like the sniper. hitting up the
There
thing.
is 8 in front of you,
Scorpio,
all up,
Scorpio.
including the
Avrot?
2 leader brothers.
You didn't
Go.
hide as Avrot, though. You stood out in the front of everybody and got stabbed.
That's true.
By your brother.
By your brother. yeah.
Repeatedly.
I'm
I
actually
really
not
want
going to
Tad
attack.
back. I want Tad back so bad.
I missed Tad.
I was seriously playing with just playing Tad.
I mean, technically, Tad could come to Barovia.
There is no reason why Tad couldn't come.
Yeah.
He knows. He knows this is where the party was going.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, believe me, that's something that's been in my brain for some time.
We get to the end, and Strahd's already been killed by Tad.
Tad's just sort of sitting there on the throne. He's like, "Who the fuck are you, idiots?"
I don't know.
I'm bored
I mean,
waiting.
like, I don't know who you are either, but you're so dreamy.
I'll follow you anywhere.
I just want to get lost in those eyes.
So I am waiting. Essentially, if I don't know that guy behind us has dropped, until anyone else sort of makes a threatening move. I know we like rolled for initiative, but that's not like
Yeah.
enough. I am
Holding what
not,
spell?
not for me.
And this is
That is Kona Cold.
Kind of cold.
Yep.
All right. Ulrich.
First time using the Sapphire Frost.
I mean, this is how I go to the gym. So,
Just kill like 12 dudes.
I mean, they attacked me. So yeah. So how you're saying I can get 8? Or
Yeah, you can
8 or
basically get
so.
all the. If you manage to walk around the side without taking a bunch of attacks of opportunity, which
Ooh,
you will
actually.
definitely from it too.
So how many do I notice in like who appear as enemies around me? Like how many enemies do I
8 in front, 2 behind that you can see.
Okay. And I'm going to have to assume there are probably others, but I don't know. So,
You can assume the camp's probably bigger than 10 people.
yeah. Now, wait a minute. It's because we have one more proficiency bonus. I'm going to try something, because why not? How many of them are within 30 feet of me? They are
8
all-
of them.
Okay. Well, then they're all going to have to make Wisdom DC 15 saving throws.
I was going to make him scared.
While I continue my intimidation and yell at them more.
This is
I'm
the-
very mad.
Yeah, basically,
This is
you're
the-
making me do this.
This is the fear thing, is it?
Yeah.
To the
My
Does
divine presence.
Does,
The
your
two
fear thing
brothers
does
fail?
damage, doesn't it?
Sorry?
Your fear thing does damage as well, doesn't it?
If so, where is it? If they are feared of me and they're within a certain radius, they take psychic damage. Yes.
For the record, only 1 passed.
Cowardly. Cowards.
Cowardly cowards who cower.
All right.
No, I don't have another one.
You coward.
Callous.
And that's my turn, really.
All right. I like.
Oh, actually no. Sorry. The rest of my turn is me, like saying to my host, "No, that wasn't meant at you. That was okay." Like, very softly.
Can I hit the 8 without hitting Ulrich?
Like, I care.
I know, but
Yes.
like it'll also hit your horse if it hits you.
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, I do that
What are you doing?
with Sickening Radiance.
Of course it is.
An oldie but a goodie.
It works. It kills families.
Oh no.
Is that like on the side of the box? Sickening Radiance. It kills families.
Literally. All right, what am I going to roll on this one?
Nothing happens till their turn, remember?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What makes them dead screaming in their bed?
So what do I roll? Because it's their turn now.
DC 16 Constitution.
On their turn, they also take 4 psychic damage.
The ones that are feared.
The ones that were in 10 feet of me.
Presumably, that's all the ones that were feared then.
I would, yeah. And that are feared, yes.
DC, sorry. DC.
16 Constitution.
We're actually at a level now where my conquering presence actually is
And
decent.
if they pass,
They take half
they
damage.
just take half damage. Okay, so
That was 4d10.
fail. All right, start rolling that damage.
17, another 17. So that's what? 34?
Okay.
I just melt half of them.
Yeah, essentially, you see this. What you see in front of you is like this whole sort of area on the ground. So it like starts to, like you see like bubbles of like this, like noxious gas of like just bubble out of the ground and just like boil across the ground. And basically, most of the family behind the two brothers just sort of melt and expire behind.
I turn around and go, "Oi! Come on! I said I'd take him."
This is fucking horrible.
Hey, this is supposed to be a team fight.
Also, we're supposed to be good people,
Since when?
right? So you're not good? Are you? That
No,
lad?
I'm definitely not a good person.
No, you're not. You're not.
I never
You're
claimed to be a good person. I just never claimed to be evil.
No, you displayed that to us.
Yeah.
So.
Loudly several times.
Okay.
They got in my way.
The two brothers. They can't move. can
Two
they?
brothers.
All right, so they're swinging at you.
Okay.
Because they got to take a. Well, I already did. I did their
yeah,
rolls
yeah,
as part of the
yeah.
other one. So
Oh, no.
they fucked up.
Yeah,
Well,
at
in
the start
that-
of their next turn, they'll
In
take
that case,
Oh yeah, because you got your held action.
Yeah.
What did you have?
that is 8d8 cold damage.
Oh, yeah.
They
Jesus
basically get a giant fucking.
God, the one time I get
Right
to
in the
use my
face.
thing, and I.
What do you mean the one time? You
Well,
use
okay,
it
I
every
use
fucking
it, yeah.
fight.
Count.
But it mostly doesn't work.
Count.
This is the first time it's actually worked
Count.
en masse.
8. 8.
16,
2.
18,
2. 7.
27,
7.
34.
8.
42.
4.
That's it.
46. Fucking hell.
Is there a save or anything on this? Or is it just?
It's dexterity, I think?
Did that get me at all?
Constitution saving throw.
And what do I need?
It's going to be 17.
Okay, one's taken the full chunk, and that is just like here's popsicle time. And the other one manages to save with a natural 20.
Half as much damage on a successful one. And
That's still a
literally,
lot of
That's
damage,
still
though.
a lot of
A
damage.
creature killed by this spell becomes a frozen statue until it thaws. That's
So, yeah, basically-
write that down.
There's one of them is just like freeze up to the up in place, and his like sword was out, and is like about to start lunging forwards, and just like frozen.
Was
in
he
place.
frightened?
It was.
Oh,
about
wait,
to
you're
start-
sorry,
it was
yeah,
about to
that's
lun-
right.
He was
lun-
fucking
yeah.
terrified
Yeah.
towards the end there. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I just remembered. It's not that they can't attack; they just can't move. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
All right.
So is that?
Sir, I thought this was going to be like I was going to help. I kill like one of them, and then you guys obliterate multiple. I'm like, now like Wick's going to walk out and be like,
I help.
I shot one.
See that one all the way over there? That was me.
This is
just never mind.
this is a Hawkeye joke from Avengers. I shot one with an arrow. I'm out of arrows now. All right, I got a disadvantage against attacking you, don't I? Because because I'm feared, right?
Oh yeah, frightened. Yeah, I forgot that the normal thing of frightened. I was just
misses.
discount it.
And misses. All right, Dave.
On
Are
ability
there
checks
any
and
that are
attack,
still
yeah.
alive?
The one bandit captain. It's Aragal is still alive. Lovash is dead, and there is 2 circling around behind.
Probably try and get one of the ones behind us.
Does he see that?
I
though?
will take a free action to call out. Do we want to keep this one alive? Do you want to talk to him and see like what the fuck this was about, or like are we just slaughtering everything right now?
I'll deal with that.
I mean, they're clearly supporters of Strahd.
Clearly, or just you're assuming that?
Well, they said that we wanted to kill the devil, and then they attacked us for it.
Okay, well maybe ask him that instead of me.
Do you hate us because we want to kill Strahd?
I guess I have to wait for my
That's
turn.
that's
That's
definitely
more
a
than-
question that someone is going to answer.
It's
Yeah.
also more
Mid-fight.
than like the few seconds that you.
Yeah,
can
But just
and-
like logic,
yeah.
like that's an insane question to ask somebody.
You can just try and knock him out.
My
That's
next
what-
turn was literally going to
Well,
be
like,
put away sword,
That-
punch
you know,
in face.
That's why Dave's also going and attacking one of the people at the back.
Well, it is Dave's turn.
Yes.
Actually, no, I'm not going to punch him in the face. I'm going to headbutt him.
DC 12, Wisdom, and Strength.
Fails both.
Alright, so he's charmed and pushed away.
Wick.
Wick, my name's Wick.
It's still written here.
Yeah, I figured.
What a
So
charming
there
boy.
is a guy who is in combat with Ulrich right now, right?
Yep, which you recognise as one of the brothers, which are the leaders of the.
Aragon.
Son of Marathon.
Did I say
No, you
Oh,
call
yeah.
it. You
No, I'm just calling him random names every
Okay.
time I talk to him.
I'm going to jump out of the tree from my hiding spot and do a flip.
And I'm going to throw a spear at him.
Do a sweep.
I'm gonna do a sweet flip. You don't have reaction like that,
Yeah, I know, I don't.
chump. Do you want me to roll for a sweet flip?
I want you to roll to see how sweet this flip is.
Okay.
Like it's like just
It's
to
a
make,
sweet
it
flip.
clear, like even if it's a 1, like you don't like fall out and die. It's like it's only like a kind of sweet flip.
I got a 19 on my sweet flip.
That's a
Yeah,
sweet
that's
fucking
that's
flip.
a sweet flip. Yeah.
You're doing the whole like double somersault in the air.
I'm
and, like,
picturing like he lands and maybe does like a roll as he lands,
And a flourish.
and
yeah.
then it's
and,
like,
and then
crossbow.
like comes up on one knee with the crossbow ready, and unloads into the back of Aragal.
Yep.
Aragal's head with the crossbow. I don't have advantage because that's not really
You do see
surprising.
the
me.
sweet flip.
But you do. He's,
But yeah, it's not advantage. It's still flanking.
Yeah,
though.
it's still fine. It's still there. Yeah.
So it's +9. That's gonna hit. That's
Yeah.
like a lot.
Uh,
10, 14.
to be honest, does he
15.
even have to count that?
23,
Like, I can
29
see-
damage.
I can see from here. I don't think the guy. I don't know how many hit points this guy has. I don't think he's going to survive.
So
whatever
what
that
you
is.
see is this sort of dark shape, you know,
Hooded, caped.
hooded and caped shape, sort of like somersault out of the forest off to your right, and basically land, do this whole forward roll into like crossbow aim, and then shoots a bolt that just basically pierces the spine at the base of this guy's skull, and you just see the crossbow bolt sort of get most of the way out the other side, but it seems to get lodged in between a couple of the vertebrae.
Is it my turn next?
It's why you
No.
stand next.
Ah, because
And this
basically
guy
my
is-
next turn is just going to be clapping.
Jesus, yeah.
Like, dude, like,
Look, hey, I'll do that one for you.
yeah.
Wait.
How many guys are even left?
There is 2 bandits behind.
But have I seen them?
Yeah, you
Oh.
got a situational awareness here.
Okay.
It's not a big.
Oh, sorry. And after that, I'll be like, behind you, blokes. There's more circling round.
blokes, blokes.
I mean, I'll take the hit, but I'm just going to sit there for a while.
Is why you just clapping?
I mean, he's probably going to do something else as well.
As
but,
well.
like, there is
It's
like a little
it's
bit
like-
of, like,
and still casting a spell. Like every time there's like little the whole
You
precedent
can set a
change.
mage hand to clap, can't you? Like just
there we go. Minor illusion. The sound of clapping.
What is the sound of one hand magically clapping?
Thank you, but maybe some attention to the other bandits.
yes, because
At your 6 right now.
yes, because they are going to be very dangerous, like all the ones that have been very dangerous so far.
Yes, like all the ones we just melted.
I will try just filling in. Does anyone want to put their fucking swords down? Anyone?
Yeah, you can try. That would be an
no,
intimidate.
I don't want to put my sword down.
I mean, I never actually expect that to do anything. I'm never actually trying to intimidate. It's just like I feel like that would be an option that you would need to deliver. Like, guys, do you want to? You're just gonna fucking die.
You can roll with advantage
Wait,
considering the
wait,
situation. You
am
guys
I?
wiped
I-
out their entire family in a turn.
That is a 17 and a 16, and I'm probably gonna have like minus one to intimidation, so 15.
Wouldn't the 17 be better? Goes down to
That's
16.
advantage. I'm used to rolling with like
Disadvantage.
Yeah, 16.
You see the two behind. They sort of like stop short and like one just like throws this sword in front of him on the ground. It's like, whoa. Let us live.
My turn.
It is, but we're also out of initiative as well. These two have given up.
Let
it's-
you
no, but
let you
no.
motherfuckers live.
No,
No.
wait.
What about
It's
what
still
about?
my turn. It's still my turn. I put away my sword. How far away are they?
We're out of initiative, so it's not anyone's turn.
About 30. About 30.
That's not how this works.
I want to do some fucking damage.
You yelled once and went, ah.
Yeah,
You yelled and then dealt damage to like all but one of them.
it's not the same. I walk.
You actually did a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my sword away. I'm gonna walk up, grab one physically, and just nut him.
Not him right in the face.
Not him.
Oh, okay, you got it. Like headbutt him. I thought
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
just like fucking like nut him. So it's a weird interrogation technique.
You don't like that, do you? I got another one in me in 15 minutes.
Oh fuck. Gross.
Yeah, no. I
Just gonna have a lie down with a glass of water and I'll be right back to it. If you don't like it, then
There's a couple of oysters and Red Bull. I'm ready to go.
And as he goes down, I punch the other one in the face.
All right. Okay. One basically goes down unconscious. You basically just knock him out straight away. With the other one, like
In fact, the second one's not even a punch. It's just like a backhanded slap.
the other one, sort of like goes down to the ground, holding his face. Faces back up here, and he's got like blood pouring out from behind his hand, and he sort of pulls it away, and like his nose is basically 90 degrees sideways.
Oh, you're a spry one. Bam.
Punch it the other way.
Yeah.
And this guy here is just like down. He's just like coughing, it's like you can just hear that whistle through his nose as he's trying to breathe, and it's like
Wow, seriously? Bam. Like, doesn't usually take me. Sorry, guys. It doesn't usually this doesn't usually happen. Like,
I don't usually get to 3 times.
yeah.
But yeah, this guy is out for the count,
Yep.
unconscious.
Finished him.
So, who are you?
if you would like to stand up front and tell us 2 interesting facts about you.
What did you bring for
Also,
show and tell?
at some point during your story, I'm going to start slow clapping.
I'll actually if like one of the guys was standing, like walk over and like kick their weapons like over in your direction, like get them out of the way of the guy that's still standing there, and like
All right, just pick them up and throw them.
So you guys have basically stopped the combat and started. You've laid out the last 2 guys that came around to attack, and then like all
Job
right,
interview.
It's job interview time. Meanwhile, like
Hey,
you just
buddy,
hear,
I like
you hear
your
this sort of
style.
sound of like people, a couple of people sort of walking around the side, and then you just hear this like scream as a couple of sort of the women of the camp have come around and seen.
Carnage?
Essentially, their entire family, including like uncles, cousins, brothers, all that sort of things. Just like some of them essentially half dissolved in this boiling pit of magical acid.
Well, some of them literal ice statues.
Yeah, one of the two leaders of the camp is an ice statue. The other one has this crossbow bolt through the base of his skull, and they're just like screaming and just like drop down to their knees and just like wailing at the sight of their family being wiped out.
Prestidigitate. I've got some earplugs now, and I'm just gonna start looting.
I use intimidation.
I'm kidding. I'm not like these are homeless
I
weirdos.
yell at
They
them
don't
to
have
leave.
anything worth of value.
I just say leave really
Okay.
loudly.
Roll it.
Wick's like, I don't remember you being that concerned about the survivors left behind of your last attack. No sympathy here. Get on, go, boosh.
Yeah, I get to 20 on my intimidation.
This is to the Vistani women.
Yeah.
One of them sort of gets up and sort of like wipes their eyes with across the sleeve and just sort of glares at you and just like spits at the ground and just gathers goes around the corner. You see her sort of pull a child to her hip and there's like quickly grabbing like a bag and like bailing off to the west.
Thank you for the assist, gentlemen. Name's Wick. I'm a sort of a folk hero type protector of these parts, and I've been after this motley crew of ne'er-do-wells for some time. So, this is fortuitous that you just happen to be here to sort of clean up the edges of my little ambush that I had set up here. And while he's doing that, he's like going through the pockets of the one that isn't a statue.
Aragal.
Aragal, sort of just rifling through there. Just need to verify that these chaps don't have some important valuables that belong to some of my people.
You're Robin Hood, aren't you? Yeah. Only just as you started talking, I'm like, oh yeah. It kind of all coalesced. Yeah. Well met.
Like he's pulling boots off,
Yeah, essentially
like shaking them out, see if there's any coins in there.
you get some coins out. You also one of the one that you were going over, tucked into his boot, there is a dagger down the side. You pull it out, and it's like this ornate sort of silver dagger, and it's got like a family insignia on it that you recognise. The rest of these guys wouldn't really know them.
Where was the silver dagger earlier?
But yeah, you sort of grab that and sort of look at that, like flick it over, and slide it into your belt. And you're like considering whether you're going to fence it or return it to its original owner.
Well met, sir. You appear to be a useful person to have around.
Well, that's what the ladies say, Am I right? You don't get it.
I guess that is what they
do
say.
you even have a penis under there?
That is probably what the ladies say.
Local region.
I've always wondered. Do you dragons like? What's the deal with the eggs? I've wondered about the eggs. Is that a thing?
What about them?
Is that an awkward personal question?
Why
Did I just make
are
it
you
so
like
fast?
stepping around from next to you to next to him? Like, I have also wanted to ask this question for a while.
Like, what about the eggs?
I would have thought why you would research that thoroughly.
It turns out research only gets you so far. That's
Like,
not actually written down
I
anywhere.
don't understand the question. What about my eggs?
Wait,
How did-
your eggs?
How do you do it with the eggs?
You fertilize them. How do you do it with eggs? I've never understood like how human eggs
Wondrous,
form.
wondrous.
Carefully.
Like I've never actually seen a human egg. Where do you put them?
I got some woodcuts. I'll show you later.
I love this character already so much.
I like you, sir.
I'm trying not to make him too Leland, but like there's a different energy going on
There's
here.
a different energy. This is this cockiness with cockiness.
You're a nice.
He did a
fella.
cool flip before. I feel like there's a
He's
there's a
riding
tone.
the height of the fact that he didn't cock up his parkour.
It's a good character.
I introduced myself. I think I've seen you gentlemen around the place, but I don't think we've been properly introduced.
So
I have never met you before.
So you said your name was Wick?
My name's Wick. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Shake hands.
Yeah, shaking hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, like, prestidigitates a gold coin into his hand during that.
So you're giving me a gold coin?
I'm prestidigitating a gold coin. It's going to disappear after an hour, but for the moment, it's a real gold coin.
Well, Wick bites it.
It's real.
Or isn't it also until you cast Prestidigitation again?
No, you can have 3 of them up at any one time.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, like as long as it can fit in the palm of your hand, you can just conjure it.
And then I'll try and like sleight of hand it away as a coin trick. That's 16. Did I do a cool like
You do the-
flicking it through the
You
knuckles
do
thing?
the little like dance through the knuckles and then flick it up in the air and then catch it in your hand and then like
I can do coin tricks too.
Cool.
I shake your hand.
I gotta tell you,
probably
that
didn't
is
see
the coolest fucking magic I've ever seen. I signed, hey, look at my face. Roll for that. I'm not even fucking kidding. That is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
I shake your hand, and because I like you, I'll let you have the +3 for the saving throw.
you guys are actually going to introduce. So far, he's said his
I
name.
did ask your name. Thank you for the.
I probably should have actually like said my name when I was doing the handshake. Yeah, assuming this is during the handshake. Call me Narlag, but my full name is Narlag Prosgino von Biggis.
That sure is a mouthful.
Ulrich!
Oh boy, levels.
Oh damn it, levels.
That's right. I got a whole like auto,
Yeah.
auto drop down maximum thing. It hit it.
Morden, it is a genuine pleasure, a rare one, to make the acquaintance of someone in this burg.
My name is Ulrich, not yours.
Thank you for the clarification. That is sometimes I do get mixed up. Sometimes I do appreciate it.
Good.
He's an important part of the team. That's why. he contributes a lot.
He really does. Very strong.
You were saying that you were following these people for a while. Do you mean the Vistani in general, or this particular
Don't they
little
live here?
clique?
No, these blighters pass through and just they get up to all sorts.
Not
And-
anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. It's going to be difficult for them to steal or swindle while they are pools
For
of
that guy, I think smelling might be an issue.
liquid. That's this one might have a chance if the weather turns and I sort of poke at the frozen guy. No, probably not now.
Not anymore.
I mean, we kept those two alive. He might have problems smelling, but
Can we go through the frozen one's pockets now? Because he's just rubble now.
And there's still some frozen pockets.
Yeah.
You might find a microwave for it and just
Oh, prestidigitation lets you have flame in your hand. Like, you know, like a little magic trick where it's like fire.
gross.
Yeah.
This is going to be a gross thing. It's going to be frozen and then it's going to be less frozen. This is going to be a.
I imagine he's done worse.
I mean, like, I'm just, like, taking... Fuck it, I can just take the pockets and put them in a bucket, wait for them to thaw.
He's a meth dealer who summons abominations. I imagine
coke
he's
dealer.
done worse.
Coke dealer.
Well, if you excuse me, gentlemen, I just need to make sure that these ne'er-do-wells have not taken anything else from some of my countrymen. Just okay, I know this is you're adventurers. You're coming through here and you're looting all the bandits and such, and I respect that. I do, but I'm trying to just sort of recoup some of the losses that my friends and neighbors have incurred recently. So if there's anything there that like just notably belongs to someone, I'd appreciate if you'd let me sort of like lob that back in their direction. You know how it is.
Who exactly are your people?
The
80s
Barovians.
English 80s rock bands.
This is Barovia.
You don't exactly seem as tempered as the Barovian people are.
They do tell me that.
One thing you do know from like some of the people of Barovia, there is a certain percentage of folk that are just born different. They are lacking. They are lacking
So
in
I was trying
like
to tell you you're a little bit retarded.
no, they're sort of they're lacking in any form of like emotion. They don't even cry when born. You guys have already encountered
Yeah,
at
wasn't-
least a couple of
Wasn't
people.
Izek like one of them as well? Because I remember like he was some fucking weirdo as well.
They
So
have
Izek-
no souls. I just said that randomly.
He says it out loud, and that is something that is definitely rumored amongst people. That they are born.
They do
soulless.
say that, and my old man used to say I had enough to make up for the rest of them.
You have multiple souls in you. We should probably get you checked out.
Nah.
We should take you to the local.
I will look
angel.
into this at once. I will start praying.
Well, thank you, kind dragon man.
You'll get used to that.
Will you though?
Well, like investigation on like their camp, see if there's anything good. Sorry, I feel like I'm just like running in and like taking a. Yeah.
It's literally what you are doing. yeah.
I got a 25.
25 investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, looking through, there's a lot of goods they've brought in because end of the day, because they can get in and out, they bring things in and sell it because it's the only way imports happen in this country. So they've got a bunch of foreign like cloths and different foods and spices and so forth. They also have a feral collection of local trinkets. We're talking some of the local wines that they from the Wizards of the Wine, which is odd because they don't tend to be distributed to the Vistani, so they've obviously pilfered them from somewhere. They've got what else have they got?
Oh, that was Carrie Eels. Yeah, sorry. I was just looking up Robin Hood Men in Tights. I thought it was Carrie Eels. Yeah.
They've managed. They've got a few things. They've got a bunch of the local currency. They've got bits and pieces from local areas that they probably shouldn't have.
Yeah. Well, like stuff that like is identifiable, like probably belongs to people around that like could reasonably be gotten back to them. I'll sort of like put that to the side. Just like I'm not trying to take more than my fair share of the adventure and loot. It's just that these things, I feel like they should maybe get back to their rightful owners. The rest of this stuff, please, gentlemen, like, you want some cloths? It's nice cloths.
Oh, if you've got anything that can be used in alchemy, then please let me know.
Did you just like whatever divvy up for the rest?
I can give you guys basically.
Is
A
that
variety
actually
of
like legitimate and obvious that is the case? Like anything that could be, a belonging that could be identified to a person, you actually putting that off to one side? Yeah.
I like look.
Funny,
He's
they were
actually
like the generic
the rest of it
goods
is just
is one
like
thing, but-
like I'm like, and I'm sort of going this one. Oh, like, and not trying to make shit up. Just being like this. Like I think I recognize this. I think I saw a mate of mine with something similar to this, or like it might be like a family crest. It's hard to tell. Maybe I'll just put this one to the side. You're okay? You're all right with it? Yeah.
So we're on the edge of a town, right?
The town's
20
about another 15 minutes up the hill. You're in an encampment it's basically like it's just like a circle of caravans and tents around a campfire.
Okay.
Um,
I pick up the two unconscious guys and just throw them in the tent.
Okay.
Like vaguely near their nuts or whatever.
One
And
sort
then
of
I
hits the
wander
ground
off.
heavily. The other one sort of lands on top of the first guy, and you sort of hear this sort of heavy sigh of just like as the
And then
As
they
one
start
lands on the
cuddling. It's
I
something that everybody's done in games. Where
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, you got two unconscious bodies? Yeah, let's just put one on top of the other.
yeah, I wander off and just wait near my horse, going, "So are we going now?" Like, yeah.
Oh, I just remembered. You cast the horse summoning spell into my casting ring, didn't you?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to do that then while we're waiting.
you know, cast a horse as well.
Yeah, basically the same, but like what Narleg's ideal perfect horse would be.
So wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
But now we can do it with something else.
Yeah, now I got a third horse, so
Well-
it makes the cart move a little bit faster.
I mean, because I'm good, mine comes as celestial. Wouldn't yours come as an infernal?
It would probably come as an aberration.
Yeah. Like, if
A
Ryan's
tentacle.
going to allow that, because technically it's only supposed to be Celestials, Fey Fiends, but like, Aberration Horse, if you're cool with that.
See, I got to be careful because
Yeah, so
every
the
time I
steed-
Setting
do
precedents.
every time
The
I do
steed has
something, like this-
the statistics of the chosen form, though it is a celestial fae or fiend, your choice instead of its normal type.
Okay, so it's not going to be like an actual like different kind of thing.
No, it's
it'd
literally
just be like a gross slimy horse.
Yeah,
all right,
It's thematically appropriate.
yeah,
horse.
the thematic.
mine is a slightly like feels like it should be glowing, like large noble steed. Yours looks vaguely
What-
similar, but just kind of slimy.
What you get is you get this horse, but at the elbow points on the forelegs and the knee points on the back legs, like at the back there is like it opens up into a maw and a tongue hanging out.
Oh, great.
And its tail isn't a tail; it's just a tentacle.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I've
going-
decided that doesn't happen.
yeah.
I'm going for a whole Yanalag,
Yeah, okay. Like,
your golden
like
ag thing,
this is a spell that Narlag has never used and probably will never use ever again.
because this is a horror.
I actually rolled a 20, so that actually doesn't happen.
Can I take the
Counterspell.
spell back?
It is done now.
You can never cast it into the ring again, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I could just try and
It's
make
functionally a horse.
it... Yeah.
It's a horse that looks like it went through the event Horizon.
Oh,
Like
Its
the movie.
eyes are all scratched out and gross.
oh, it's just got an extra pair of eyes.
I legit,
It's got
just-
a bunch more mouths. It's basically it was the original creation of the Chaos Space Marines.
Also,
I-
every time it
love
gallops,
that
it
fan
licks
theory.
its own nipples.
I walk over to you and say,
So it is
I mean,
literally...
if you could.
It is literally a Slaanesh horse.
"Does everything you
What?
summon have to be an abomination?"
What?
I didn't make it that way. That just happened.
What in God's name are you doing?
What did you do to that poor horse?
It's a horse.
That's not a horse. I've seen horses. Those are horses. What is that?
I like him.
Meanwhile, Dave is floating around somewhere.
I'd say you'd get used to that as well. You don't. No.
We are constantly surrounded by abominations. And then there's the things he summons.
Hey.
I'm gonna like try and cut off some like tent side to just sort of like cover over the horse. 'Cause I'm just like this. This looks no. I can't have this look that way and get anywhere with any expedience.
Yeah, you can't.
This is too conspicuous.
I mean, you get to choose whether or not it's celestial, fae, or fiend. So you know.
I mean, like,
At a point, it's kind
I
of
was
sort
just
of
hoping
trotting
for,
over
like-
to its master, and it does a whole like whinny, but it comes out of like 5 points simultaneously because everyone,
also, wait.
I was just
every one of
hoping-
those like elbow mouth joint things is like all like simultaneously.
You know you
vocalizing.
can make it a
So they
mastiff.
can all talk as well.
I don't want an aberration mastiff.
Why are you so
Because it can be a pony, a warhorse, a camel, an elk, or a mastiff.
Like, I was hoping for, like, maybe it's got an extra set of eyes, or maybe it just looks a little bit off. Not, it has fucking mouths on its joints.
You knew what you were doing. You can say this wasn't your intention, but you knew what you were doing when you did it. This one's on you.
I
buddy.
kind of knew what I was doing. If I had known this would be the result, I probably wouldn't have done this exact thing.
How could you possibly have known the result?
Exactly.
Well,
You've at least done it a bunch of times.
I have-
Something awful.
I have
do
a
we
que-
need to put
I
down
have a
the
question,
abomination?
and I apologize if in advance if this is offensive. Could we burn that thing with fire? I feel like it needs. I feel like we should burn it with fire. That's just my gut speaking. I don't really know what the situation is here and what the group dynamics are, though.
No, you are correct. Our feeling is usually our gut usually goes with burn it with fire. It only has 19 hit points, so
To answer your question, it's a vague sense of
I mean,
tolerance
like-
that is wearing thin.
I mean, like, even Narlag is, like, mildly horrified at this, because this is like, alright, I'm trying to summon a horse. Oh god, this has come out so wrong.
I imagine your horse is
So-
probably sitting there going, "Yeah, this is fucked up."
Yeah, like, his horses aren't gonna, like, follow the war horse now. Like, no, this has to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's kill
On
it.
that, you see your cart start to take off.
Oh god.
I jump on my horse and
Because I'm just going to make a complete comedy of this entire situation. Because your draft horses is 2 horses, isn't it? Or is it a single horse?
yeah, it's two horses, 2 draft
I
horses.
mount
They
up
have
and-
seen this abomination and they have not liked it, and they are taking off.
I jump up on my horse and go.
How fast are they running?
It takes a little bit. Even out of panic, it takes a little while to get a cart going.
Okay, all right. I run after, and I just tell because I can telepathy with that horse. I'm just run the fucking other way.
Wait,
Don't
how
come
big
back.
are his? Just like small pack horses, or are they like?
They're draft horses, so it's like,
Draft, yeah.
not like a full-on
I
Clydesdale, but it's
tackle
one
one of
for making.
No! Fucking kill it! It's a draft horse. It's a horse. You don't tackle a horse.
He can't resummon his draft horse. That has been made painfully clear.
All right. Well, okay. I run in front of it and then like brace.
All right,
Whoa there.
and you're doing what? You're trying to get
I'm
on.
desummoning that fucking horrifying shithole of a horse and going back to my normal horses. And maybe stealing one of the Vistani's horses.
Also,
Which
I'm
one lady?
I'm less
All right, I'm
likely
going to
to
steal 2 Vistani horses.
I'm
Fuck it.
less likely to give you a spell now.
Oh,
No.
that 3 of the horses are probably from the local stables of the Vistani horses.
Okay, well, I'll sort of
You
bridle,
can see like the branding on the back flank.
They probably belong to
sort
someone
of bridle those up. I'll mount on one of them and sort of lead the other 2 back. Sort of, but like we're dealing with this right now.
Why
yeah.
did this have to be so horrible?
Because I wanted to have some fun with this.
I mean, that's valid.
I run in
don't
front.
you take responsibility for this one? That is a good question. Why did it have to be so horrible?
The
I
horses
wasn't
are
thinking it was gonna
lined
be
next to
that
each other, aren't
horrible.
they?
Yeah.
So I run in front, put my arms like that, and then just like kind of. You
They
know,
sort of-
like
they sort of
for,
both like-
American football like
Yeah,
style.
you're basically doing a scrum. They're basically like they're building up speed,
someone hasn't
speed up towards you, and then like as they get closer, they rear up, and then sort of like you sort of catch them. If you give me a strength save.
Save is better.
Actually, since you went the sports metaphor, athletics.
Ooh, that's even better. 18.
18. Oh, there wouldn't be a save then. It's just a check then. But yeah.
18.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you sort of like between like the fact that you slowed them down by them actually like rearing up when they're coming close to you, and the bomber horse is gone the other direction.
Horse abomination.
Unfortunately, animal handling is wisdom and not charisma, because if it was charisma, I would stand a chance.
But yeah,
Coming.
If
the-
it's just like running away and like is gonna stay off in the wilderness, it's. I don't know what it's gonna do. Like, is it gonna find a way to procreate? Because
Actually-
that's.
I tell my horse to come over here and try and help me calm these guys down.
yeah, the 2 horses are sort of like just like jostling backwards and forwards in the yoke, but the cart has stopped. You heard the cart stopped quickly. You heard several like glasses and jars and everything like sort of tumble forwards within the cart. You heard a couple of like crashes and smashes on the inside. You're not looking forward to looking inside your cart.
I say as smoothly as I think fits. Calm down, horse. Calm down.
Oh, I was ready for that.
That's Ulrich being a horse whisperer.
The horse dies from thunder damage.
All right, back at the Vistani camp.
I think Wick's going to be like loading up those horses with sort of like the stuff that he wants to return to the town, and sort of like stuff that he's going to like be just like. I think he's like approached this sort of thing with a fair's fair. Like he's going to take shit, but like this is an agreed upon thing. Like he'd like take his quarter of whatever's valuable there, and sort of like put that in his.
The actual like money and fanciful items and bits and pieces of that. You're looking at about if you do an even split, it's about 250 each.
That's what I'm sort of picturing it as.
And then you've got a bunch of items you got to try and get back to their original owners.
yeah.
Sound reasonable?
As in, like, we get 250 each? Or? Oh. I mean, like, I'll forfeit that if it means I can just get more ingredients for shit, because I just lost a shitload of ingredients trying to summon a horse.
Take the 250.
Okay.
Yeah, and like sort of have those horses ready to like just sort of.
Yep. They're all sort of like sitting there at the They've been you've brought them just with a rope and got them tied to a post, basically ready to start. Once you untie them, you can start taking them up to the town.
These two
But I do believe it's probably a really good time to finish up for the night.
These two horses are basically having Stockholm syndrome now, and just like,
Yeah, that was a fun little end to it.
And that's this week's episode of the Sunday Sessions. You can email the crew at isolatedcitygaming@gmail.com, follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Isolated City Gaming, and if you like what you hear, tell a friend. We're available across a lot of platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and on YouTube. Just search for Isolated City Gaming or the Sunday Sessions. Catch you out there.